group 2, let's get your cameras on. Let's get your microphones
Come on
Get
in.
in here.
Come
let's
on
play some
in.
Dungeons and Dragons.
The water's warm.
Oh my gosh, look at all these gorgeous people.
They look so beautiful.
Hello, hello.
Amazing.
Hello.
Okay, there we go. That looks
All
like
right.
a full lot.
Yeah, looks like we're out, right?
Henry, are you good to take it from here, bud?
Yeah, I'm great to take it from here. Thank you so much, Penny.
Love your work. Have a great session, everyone. And the camera just turned off, so we'll see you all later.
Rock and roll. Bye.
Fantastic. See you. All right. I want to say a big warm welcome to all of my players here today. Thank you so much. Looking forward to this stream, and we're looking forward to raising some money for cancer. Okay. So why don't I quickly set the scene? Our party has been hired by renowned adventurer and dragon slayer Sir Igwald Fairweather to seek out the dragon Igni Santarax, an adult red dragon terrorizing the surrounding area of Ludus in Lusor. After a deep dive into the adamantium mines of Mount Custis, the party approached the lair of the dragon, who is attempting to finish a ritual of ascension which will evolve their powers from an adult dragon to an ancient dragon. To do this, Igni Santarax and his cult needed to find one last remaining stone, known as Ifrit's Tear. However, interrupting their discussions, a fight broke out between the party and the dragon and his minions, in which Sir Igwald was slain. The dragon escaped out a volcanic vent, taking Sir Igwald's prized dragon-slaying longsword with him. Now the party, battered and bruised, must return back to Ludus in Lusor and locate the tear. The agents of the dragon continue to search high and low for clues amongst the town and where it could be hidden. Ludus in Lusor is a town on the edge of industrial progress. On the verge of steampunk, mechanical horses pull carriages in the streets and arcane lamps light the nighttime air. Smokestacks rise in the south side of the Lacrymae as industry continues to work throughout the night. Our brave adventurers pull up to the local inn and tavern, weary from the long trek down from the mountain back to town. The tavern is right on time, with a little sign hanging above the doorway showing a carpenter wearing an apron, holding a chisel and a bundle of thyme herbs. You push in, pay for a room, a hot meal, and get some rest. Is there anything anybody needs to do before the next morning?
Iridescent makes sure to very carefully move out of her wheelchair onto the bed and ask Mischief to help her just oil it up and do a couple of repairs on it from the big battles that we've had, just to make sure that we're all good to go tomorrow.
Yeah, Mischief does this with very much a lot of care, and while she does this, she infuses 12 uses of the spell Cure Wounds into the wheelchair, just in case, to protect her friend.
All right. Yeah. You'll rest up, and nighttime turns to early morning. And can we all quickly just roll initiative to see who wakes up first?
That's a pretty good initiative for
cool.
me.
And with a 21, Iridescent, could you please tell us about your character, what you're playing, what they look like, and a little bit about your little morning routine?
Sure. So, Iridescent is a halfling druid, and she is covered in star freckles. And just your happy-go-lucky, happy to be here, positive ray of starlight. In the morning, she wakes up ready for the day, knowing it's going to be another wonderful day full of happy adventures with her friends, does a good stretch, and then maneuvers her way over to her combat wheelchair, which is fully decked out with all sorts of tricks and traps, thanks to her bestest friend, Mischief. And she will just be popping some wheelies to do her morning stretches and be like, oh, I can't wait, what are we going to do today?
All right. You make your way into like the little common room of the inn, grab yourself some breakfast, and who is next? All right, with a 13, I believe, is the next best with Dreza. Dreza, could you please introduce your character to us?
Oh, certainly. Dreza is currently deposited outside the inn in a bush, retracted into his shell. And as he wakes up in the morning with the carriages rolling past, he slides his head out into the neck of his turtleneck sweater, which is over his shell, slides his arms out, puts on his aviator cap. Oh, yes, there's some morning in it. Breakfast. Waddles over into the inn, bites a bit to unwedge his shell and neat to widen the doors. There we go. Barkeep, breakfast please for your resident shooty man.
Of course, Mr. Dreza, we'll get that right away for you. No
Thank you.
no problem at all. The usual, I presume.
Yep, sausages and mash, breakfast of champions.
The breakfast of champions, indeed, Mr. Dreza.
Thank you kindly.
Next up, I believe we have with an let's see, with an 11, Mischief.
Mischief wakes up having managed to wiggle down to the bottom end of the bed in the night. She's a small goblin popping her head out from the wrong end of the bed and happily wanders downstairs after getting dressed into some impressive armor. She's an artificer specializing in the armor, so it's very well taken care of. And yeah, wanders downstairs looking for her friends and for some breakfast.
Jeff, I saved you a plate.
Morning.
Thanks. Morning.
Oh, hello.
Oh, wonderful. And next up, waking up, we have our resident fighter, Durga. Durga, please describe yourself as you wake up and go about your morning routine.
So, in a really cramped space, which she loves sleeping, here's a giant 7 feet tall woman just stands up with armor still on, half of it. She puts on the rest of the armor, takes the great sword that she stole from her brother, and then she goes out to the bar and asks for roasted vegetables. Hey barkeep, can I get some roasted vegetables? Hold the
Of
meat.
course. I'll get you some of that right away. And that gets served up straight to you. And lastly, but not least, we have our bard, Balren. Could you please describe yourself?
Balren is a dwarf. He's sort of wearing very nice breastplate armor, carries around a very nice battle axe. But all through his clothing, his armor are leaves and flowers. You can't tell if they're intentionally put there or they just got there during the night. But he'll also walk down the stairs, go up to the barkeep. You don't happen to have any roast duck, do you?
Brendorf, we always have roast duck for you. And they turn back to the bar, go to the kitchen, and get that underway right for you right away. Now, as you're all sitting around like at a table, kind of reminiscing about your little travel back from the mountain, could I get everyone to make a perception check for me?
Okay, rest in peace.
You cheers to Sir Igwald,
Hmm.
our fallen friend and patron. His life will not be in vain as you figure out what to do next. And just as you are, eating your morning food, getting your energy up, preparing any spells that you need to do, out of the corner of your eye, Mischief, I think you spot this first, and followed by Dreza, a curious human man walks into the bar and crashes himself over the counter, kind of calling towards the barkeep. This man is wearing all black leathers, a hood pulled over, scruffily. He looks tired, as if he's been out all night. And he goes, "Barkeep, Barkeep, please. I just need something to drink. It's been such a long night. Oh. The barkeep comes over.
Cleric, old may he rest in. Mischief. You, that fellow over there. Me total senses are tingling. Oh,
Yes,
I smell mischief about him. No pun intended. Mischief about him.
Yes. Yeah. Should we go talk to him?
All right, in. Stands up, girdles his girdle around his shell. All right, you lead the way.
All right. Mischief leads the way towards
see
the
him
bar.
You see him nursing like a mug. He's just like slowly sipping it. Oh, you're the dog. I'm just gonna keep drinking, push through. Oh, this will be my hide. Jeez. And you pull up on either side of him. Got black leather. You recognize this leather anywhere, Mischief. You know exactly who this person is. Not exactly who he is, but definitely who he works for. This is a cultist of the Red Dragon. And he's pulled in unknowingly that you guys have also been staying in the same tavern inn. Can I help you? Turns to either side, looking at the two of you. Do I know you?
I just wanted to buy you a drink. Seemed like you were having a tough time of it, my friend.
What a kind soul. What a kind soul you are. And the barkeeper kind of looks at you curiously and says, very well, he's just been having house ale, but if you would like to get him something else, I'm sure we can accommodate that.
Yeah, let me get you a drink. And it's just the house ale, but yeah.
Another one.
As the house ale comes in, she grabs it to pass it to him from the barkeep weirdly, and tries to slip the vial of poison into it that we have from the last.
All right. Why don't you give me a sleight of hand check? This is against this guy's passive perception. So go ahead and roll that for me.
She got a nat 1. I think she just spills it outside of the bug.
He looks at
Very
that and goes,
obviously clinking it.
Excuse me, wait, you're about to, wait a minute! And you recognize the vial of poison, and he kind of gestures to inside his cloak, where you can see another, like, little strap full of vials of poison, of the exact same glassware and everything, the same batch, perhaps. And he goes, oh no, and he just starts to book it right out of the tavern.
Can Dreza, seeing him start running, I want to hit him with a ray of frost to try and slow his movement up.
Of course, give me an attack roll.
Oh boy. That there is a 15.
A 15 will hit.
You see cool time.
So go ahead and give me damage for that. As you blast him with a freezing beam of cold. What does that look like exactly?
So he's got his wand just resting inside under his sleeve. Dramatic swing. A wand slides out, grabs the ergonomic handle. Total time. Shoots him in the center of the back as he starts running, and starts spreading across him. And his speed is reduced by 10 feet. So somebody burlier than dear Dreza can knock him aside.
All right. Well, the rest of you, the party, so Balren, Durga, and Iridescent, you clearly see what happens. You see, as you kind of look up, seeing where your friends have gone, you see this dragon cultist start to run desperately out of the tavern. This might be a good chance to catch and get him. You see your friend fire a bolt of ice, slowing him down temporarily, but it looks like he's going to try and make a break for it. What do you all do?
Iridescent is just like, we couldn't even have a memorial break this? Entangle. And I will cast Entangled.
All right.
So can I get a DC 17 strength save, please?
Yeah.
We just wanted to say goodbye to our friend.
All right. A strength saving throw. He rolls a 16 on the dice, but adds 0 modifiers to that, so he caught in vines.
Fails. He is now trapped in that area for a minute. And
you see it mid kind of like run, grappled by, I'm assuming, vines. Is that correct?
Yeah, so like vines start sprouting up, and these like little flowers on them in the shapes of stars that seem to be glowing. And Iridescent is just there, like, I couldn't even have breakfast. Help! What am I doing?
You see him. You've got Balren and Durga. This guy is like struggling to get himself free as your two friends have cast spells and trapping this dragon cultist in front of you.
Yeah, so Durga just quickly grabs the light crossbow, which is already loaded, and shoots the bolt straight to it.
Sorry, could you just repeat that one more time, please?
So Durga just takes out the light crossbow and just shoots at it.
Oh, yeah. Over 25 easily hits, 6 damage into him. He's looking pretty hurt. Be careful, like, and what does Balren do in this moment?
I'm gonna walk up to him, look him right in the eyes, and I'm gonna cast Suggestion. And I'm gonna say, we're gonna have a little talk, and you're gonna answer every question we ask. Do you understand? And I
He
believe
nods.
that's a wisdom.
So let's see. Wisdom saving throw.
I think
Not
he
gonna
might
do
have
it.
advantage because we're attacking him.
Alright, well, I'll roll one more time then. That's worse. So, so with an 8 on his saving throw, he looks at you, nods his head compliantly, waiting for your next orders. Mischief, you've been gifted advantage from donation.
Thanks.
So, from an anonymous donor. So, hold on to that, mark that down, and as you all crowd around him, the vines come down, he looks compliant, as everyone kind of like in the tavern just kind of watches what's going on, to see who this person is and why you suddenly attacked him like this.
As you
Goodbye.
were, back to
He's
your libations.
totally a bad guy, totally a bad person, we promise.
Yep, as she said, it's good. We've done good
Great.
things, we're fine.
Could I get a persuasion check from one of you? And you can give it advantage, but I'll just get one quick persuasion check. It's a relatively low DC because this guy looks pretty shifty. So,
Amie, is your persuasion better than a +1?
Mine is a +1.
Oh, mine too. You know, I think you're less intimidating than me being a weird reptile man. Do you want to? I'll help you and give you advantage
Thank
to
you.
that.
Okay,
fantastic.
I will try. Oh,
And also, Amie, you have been given advantage from McBob's. So saying Freckles rock. So hold on to that as well. With a natural 20, fantastic.
That is adorable.
The rest of the tavern goes like, good job, guys. The bartender starts bringing out, drinks for all of you as well. Another just round on the house, depending on what suits your fancy first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Still holding spell.
done a great deed, and they all look like they're ready to help you as well. The rest of the people in the tavern look like they're, yeah, get him! As the guy kind of released from the entangle kind of like sits down compliantly on one of the stools, waiting for your interrogation and questions that you're going to ask him.
We're gonna ask him.
I've got the best question.
Cool.
I'll walk up to him and go, where is the dragon?
The dragon, somewhere in the town, looking on his own. You won't find him
Dreza.
though.
Looking for what?
Dreza, in response to his question, rubs his head and casts Detect Thoughts with his Helm of Telepathy. So I'm
Ooh.
just skimming the surface level of his thoughts because he doesn't have to make a saving throw for this.
Very
So just
good.
As a surface thoughts while we're interrogating him, what is Dreza getting?
You see that when Balren mentions the dragon, you see the vicious face of the big adult red dragon, curled horns backwards, and then it shifts and changes to a more humanoid appearance. That of what looks to be something similar to a dragonborn, but he's turned himself shapeshifted into a more human appearance, wearing just simple cloak and robes as he walks around town. You hear the cultist say, "You won't find him though. He's disguised himself. He's also looking for the final piece of the ritual.
You don't say. Yeah, any chance you know where your disguise boss is searching in particular?
He's been questioning, different people. I believe he might be at the castle, but we've already checked it pretty thoroughly, so I don't know. The only place that we haven't looked... Oh, kind of catches himself real quickly as he's trying to give a little bit too much information.
Anything there with the surface thoughts?
Yeah, he's about to mention the library. The oldest building in the town, a whole granite building, where everything seems to be on the verge of steampunk and mechanically shifting further advance into the future. The one piece of architecture that stays the same throughout all time is this library.
I don't have long to hold, so if we're gonna do something, do it now.
Well, I'm stumped. I didn't get anything from that.
And I keep very obvious wink to everybody that he's determined his knowledge.
So what you know...
we should call...
Yeah, what was that?
No, continue.
Well, either we, set him loose, call the guards, or kill him here.
Durga gets really frustrated, and she punches the guy.
Okay, give me an attack roll. I'm gonna just check on this guy's HP real quick, because it's not looking good. Okay, he's gonna be okay for a little bit longer. You smack him in the face. I was complying, wasn't I? Starts to cry.
That does break suggestion, but that was worth it.
Oh, Durga, I think you could do better than that. Knock him out. Put him to sleep.
Yeah, go on.
Okay, I
I
should.
believe in you.
And I punch him really hard again.
You see in your mind's eye there, Dreza, him calling for his little mom, and knocked right into the face. He falls unconscious on the ground. Go ahead, you have advantage with these, so I'm going to assume that, roll one more time for that strike target.
Yeah.
And due to the entangle spell that we have on him at the moment. 18, yeah. You see his head smacks back onto the back of the table, and he slumps to the ground. Barkeep says, I'll take care of him. You don't worry about that. And continue.
Thank you.
So what you do know, the dragon's in town. He's disguised himself as a humanoid dragonborn and is looking for the Ifrit's eye. The Ifrit's tear, sorry. The last gemstone that he needs to complete his ritual. The cultists said that they've checked basically everywhere, hiding up and down, except for the library. And a little bit... What can I get everyone to make a history check?
Right.
Not my area.
So I think between just like Mischief and Dreza, Mischief, you know that the library is very well guarded, and just in terms of, it's quite a magical place, with a lot of kind of, magical traps and hidden rooms and secret places, that is just all over the place, it is pretty well renowned, like, the public goes in there all the time, but if you're looking for anything in particular, anything secretive, that kind of hidden knowledge, you really have to go looking in those secret places. The little hideaways, the little traps in the ground, the little secret rooms that your ordinary person wouldn't come to find. Dreza, what you know is that even amongst the secrets that there are in the library, there are some secrets that aren't mechanical and are more magical. Places and nooks and crannies that you can get to through the power of like magic that exists within some of the incredibly powerful books that are located within the library.
Alright, well, since we're going to the library, stands to reason we avoid the mechanical traps, but there's also magical things hidden, pocket dimensions in books, a real world inside your head, so to speak.
You
but
can
it
get
seems
lost in a good story
Fascinating.
very easily.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he describes what the Dragonborn the dragon turned dragonborn looks like.
That's what we're looking for.
Yeah, so it's like a dragonborn, just with very, very modest appearance, looking really to fit in, and so they can obviously question and blend into the surroundings and not cause any alarm. As you're talking as well, some of the patrons kind of like, oh, I heard you talking about a dragon. We did see a shadow cast over the city a couple of days ago, so they're definitely around. If that's like the dragon, be careful. But if there's any help that we can give, we'll try and locate something for you. We can ask around and see if we can find anything, and we'll send someone to the library to let you know if there's anything that we can do to help. It seems this act of taking out this sort of dragon interloper has boosted the morale of the patrons of the tavern, the general folk, and they are willing to give you a boon. So if you would have anything that you would be able to want to ask them, anything that the general populace would be able to do for you guys, they might be able to help you in that regard.
We don't want to cause a panic and have them just go attack anyone that might look suspicious. So, just be on the lookout, keep yourself safe, have lots of water, take your meds, make sure you eat, go to the doctor if you get too unwell, just keep yourself good.
But also,
Stay in school, kid.
Get your torches and pitchforks ready, because a fight may or may not break up.
Okay, we'll keep that in mind. Thank you so much, heroes, and good luck. And you guys set off. So, are we all heading to the library, or is there anything else that anybody would like to do beforehand?
Straight to the library?
Yeah.
For Iggy! Iggy! Release my handbrake and start speeding off.
You speed down the highways and come to the library itself. You walk through the doors and are greeted by what looks to be an elderly-looking gnome lady. Let me just do some more music. An elderly gnome lady approaches you and says, "Greetings and welcome to the Ludus Illusa Library. How can I help you today?" Just right early in the morning, you can see that there are, just in this entry hall, there's a service desk where you can see people are checking out books from the library. See a couple little kids with little, written little picture books and painting stuff. One of them seems to be a little picture book on the benefits of unionization, which is a strange thing for a kid to be having. Has with little pictures of rabbits and everything in the front. But it all looks like to be a normal scene of just pleasant folk just walking about. Early in the morning, you see some people, a little wizard studying for a little test that he has. You see people reading, people over in that seems to be these sending stone area, listening to stories that are pre-recorded on little magic mouth stones and such like that.
Oh, excuse me, librarian person. We're here because we're looking for somebody that was having some trouble. Is causing some trouble. There's a dragon on the loose.
Yeah.
And we think they might be looking for something here, and we're heroes, and we're clearly here to help you. So, can we kind of just look around all the areas of the library?
Oh, of course. So most of the areas of the library are open to the public. So if you're looking for somebody, that's where they'll be. There's the non-fiction, the fiction areas, and all the other sorts of research areas as well. Just do not go to the the forbidden areas, so to speak. But they're clearly marked with little ropes that will stop you from going any further. So you don't need to worry about that. You said you're looking for little,
Ropes.
those little strap things that
They can
pull out.
be really good, but really annoying for me sometimes. And she just holds up her safety belt.
I see. Yeah. Well,
Um,
if you're looking for somebody, but you know what they're looking for, it might help you point you in the right direction.
Yeah, it was like a fancy stone for a ritual, and I kind of look at the rest of my party.
Vaguely teardrop shaped.
Yeah.
I'm
And you
assuming.
remember seeing in the lair that he had like 3 other stones that he had collected as well.
Yeah.
Of different shapes and sizes as well, but this last one is called the Ifrit's Tear. And that's all you know about it. The dragon seems to have the other 3 that he needs already to complete this ritual.
That's right.
And the stone and the little gnome lady looks quizzically at you and says, "We do not have stones here, and perhaps you'd be better suited looking at a jeweler's. Unfortunately, at the library, we only hold
Are there any books mentioning the stone?
lots of books on stones theory. We have a whole geology section, and all that as well. Precious minerals are catalogued with their refraction indexes and all sorts of cuts and shapes and sizes. And if that's the
Goodness.
case, but stones, especially of the magical kind, are often mentioned in different books as well,
What
Is
would
there a
those books be?
like fictional books about stories about different things.
Is there a way for us to search on like a stone or something to like look for a certain word or phrase and it'll tell us if it appears in certain books or if certain books talk about it?
Oh yes, let's. I'll take you to the scribe station, and she walks you down like a story, and it kind of winds and path, winding like corridor leads you to a what seems to be some sort of research room where you see these magical blank books with people sitting in front of them, and they seem to write on the pages. The ink then disappears, and then writing appears on the opposite page on the other side. Um, and she says, "Here we have these books that let you communicate with the spirits of the library. And the spirits of the library know everything inside out, and so they'll be able to answer any questions about all the contents of the books that you're looking for. So why don't you set yourselves up for one of these stations, and then see what you can find out. Um, and I'll get everyone to give me an investigation check as you start to question the spirits of the library as to where you need to be going to find something. And I'll let you tell me what is it that you're exactly asking about, and that will determine the DC that you need to meet for these checks as well.
Before I go to do mine, I go over to Mischief and I just give her a little like tap on the top of the head and like, thank you for everything you do. I know you're the smartest person I know and I know you've got this, and I give you guidance.
Oh, thanks.
All right, Mischief, with a 25 on the investigation check and adding a D4 to that. So why don't we see what that is?
That's a 2 on the D4.
A
I
2,
think
so
she's
that's
just googling the key phrase of the tier, Ifrit's tier, in various
okay.
spellings.
Mhm.
She knows that people aren't always the best spelling.
You all sit down, and it takes a little bit of time as you start looking. The Ifrit's tier does not come up anywhere, but as you start doing in different variations on what's going on, you start to just just asking questions. You eventually get back the reply, Mischief, from one of the spirits in the library. The book that you're looking for is seemingly in the restricted section, and it is a book called Hellfast and the Crystal of Flames.
Right. I let the others know immediately. I think I found something. And
That's
then I
good
lower my
because I
voice.
kind of used my time to look up sick wheelchair tricks. Sorry, I knew
Oh,
you had
awesome.
it.
Can you show me?
Yeah, I got some new ideas. We should make like some
Amazing.
extra wheels on the wheels, and then I can go on the back, and then I can like just hobble around on the back and be like legs up in the air, like woo 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 woo.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You see, like an adult
Right.
orc man kind of turn to you and says, and then go back to like studying.
You gotta be quiet, it's the library. No noises here.
And he can't regulate his volume. It's all just one loudness with Dreza.
We
You
gotta
see
be
another
quiet.
person turn towards you and go, shh.
Exactly what he said.
Yeah. We got to be especially quiet because we have to sneak into the restricted section.
Oh, I knew it. I have a nose for these things.
All right. You make your way back to the general area, and then go back through past the fiction and the non-fiction, areas, and then there is a door with a little red rope, just placed over in front of it with like like the stands and everything that they have like at theaters that are used to rope and cordon off like aisles and such. It's just perfectly, just neatly in front, and there is a door that just says in big bold letters, "Restricted section." The door is closed.
Is like anyone guarding it? Or...
They have a little rope in front of it. Yeah.
I got an
I'm
idea.
gonna...
And he's just gonna pull out his wand. A rope's not enough to keep me from knowledge. Bibbidi boobidi, dispel uidi.
Cast Dispel Magic just on the door and the rope.
All right. You see, as you do that, a little magical twinkle in the rope disappears and fades away, as whatever magic was on the rope, you have successfully disenchanted for the time being.
See? Act first, think later.
Smart.
I like
Tizra.
the way you think.
I
Mhm.
don't think at all.
Yes.
It's a smart way to be sometimes.
Right,
And you go ahead and you can move the rope out of the way. As you go to turn the handle, you notice that the door is also locked, doubly secure.
Do it
we've been
again.
bamboozled. How are we gonna get in
I can
now?
do. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I can do this. I can. I have tools for this. And she pulls out her multi-tool, very thick multi-tool, can do a lot of things. I'm not particularly good at it, but given some time,
And will Mischief attempt to lockpick the door?
yes.
Okay, I need you to give me a thieves tool check then. You're looking for
So
a DC
is that
15.
sleight of hand or?
So that is dexterity plus your proficiency bonus.
Okay, so I'll just roll a dexterity roll, and then +4. Oh no! I got another natural one.
Oh dear. Well, you do have that advantage that you got from a lovely donator. If you would like to re-roll that.
Why not? We need to get past this door. Thank you to whoever donated that. I'm not doing particularly well.
That
That's
is a 10.
+4,
Yeah.
and then I can also add 6 from my, if I find it, special feature and trait.
Flash of Genius, I believe it's called.
Yes, it's a reaction. Add +6 to an ability check. So I'm gonna make that a total of 16.
You put in your little device, your what did you call it?
It's a multi-tool.
Your
That has
multi-tool?
like
Yeah.
pulled out the thieves' tool bit and.
You put it in and you twist and you just like get a little bit of too much leverage as you have your tension up and everything, and then hear something just about to break, but something in you clicks as you use your flash of genius just to get the right little tension that you need to spring the lock. And click, the door opens, leading into the restricted area. Could I get a stealth check from everyone as you sneak your way in?
Yes. I have a disadvantage because of heavy armor.
Okay.
Same.
I'm a loud, wide turtle man. I got a 10.
All right, and Durga has a 9. You'll kind of walk in as you just moving about, getting to the right area. You have like a Dewey Decimal Code that you managed to get from the spirits of the library that tells you exactly where this book is going to be. But you are quickly waylaid by a librarian that says, excuse me, this seems to be the human woman. She has like these big spectacles on, like Coke bottle spectacles. She looks down at the lot of you kind of sneaking about and says, "Are you supposed to be here in the restricted area? Don't believe I've seen you around before."
Yes, we've got the right to be here.
I'm gonna need a deception check from somebody.
I'm terrible at deception.
I've got what have I got to deception? I've got a +1.
Better than me.
Oh no.
Again,
plus
I can
2.
try it. You got a +2? Go for it.
Yeah.
We're helping you.
Durga,
Wait a
with
minute.
a 2, one more roll because you got advantage. People, you're getting the help action.
Come on.
Easy.
Come on,
Unified
Durga.
front.
A
Yes!
19. Okay, what does Durga say to convince this person that you have every right to be here in the restricted area?
I take out my royal seal and show her that
Oh, that's a royal
I am
seal.
yes
Yeah.
I am here on behalf of my father, the king.
Oh, the king. Which king would that be?
It's the king of Mewar, Maharana Uday Singh.
Oh, you're visiting. Well, how can I help you? Is there something that you're looking for?
Yes, we are looking for this book, and I tell the code.
Yeah. So you give her the name of the book, and you have the Dewey Decimal Code for it. She says, "Oh, right this way." And she takes you down to a section of fictional books and little stories and fairy tales. And she brings out a small book, and immediately, can I get Arcana checks from anybody who's proficient in Arcana?
This magic be weird. I
Oh,
am not
Oh my
proficient.
god, Mischief.
My god,
Mischief.
Mischief!
Mischief, you
Yeah.
immediately clock eyes, well, not eyes, but like clock onto this book. This book is a transportative book. It has a magical seal that is guarding it, that is stopping it from being not open, so to speak, but like seen fully. Um, she hands over the book to you guys, and as you open it, you can see that it's a very nicely printed book. This is seemingly being printed by a very well to do scribe on ancient paper, and you can see written in the words themselves is made up of tiny, tiny arcane runes. Mischief, you pick up on this immediately, and but the book is got some sort of seal that is properly like stopping you from really experiencing what Dreza you described before earlier, which you kind of clocked. This probably takes whoever like unlocks this book to another location.
Looks like it's a doorway, gate pocket dimension thing. So we gotta be really careful once we've unlocked the thing. It's gonna suck you right in.
I've done that
Sounds-
once before. It was so fun. Yeah, it was like
Oh,
going
need
through
to
this
Is
know
it your
what-
portal.
trip?
Yeah, that's how I got here. When I left the stars. Yeah, it was really fun. Should we do it? I want to do it. Can
My
we do
trip?
it? Yeah.
Yeah,
What
Start
could
it.
possibly go wrong?
I opened the book.
exactly.
You open the book, and it is still magically sealed. But as you look through it and find some way to quickly open it, what sticks out to you is that there is a riddle that you managed to decipher. And the riddle says, "If you throw me out the window, you'll leave a grieving wife. But drop me in the middle of a door, and you might just save a life. What am I?" And I'll paste that
Sure.
into the chat for you, so that you
Oh
guys
my-
can have a quick think about this riddle.
Okay. Amy, legit here. Henry, you never told us there was actual riddles and I have to think.
Dreza is smarter than I am, so this isn't gonna work.
I'm gonna let you guys mull this over really quickly. So and then I'll get some intelligence checks from your characters.
Okay. You leave a
But
grieving wife.
this is I'm sure Twitch chat can also figure this out. So if Twitch chat wants to donate the answer, then I will get that I'll get that to them. While this is happening though, while you're thinking on this, I have a inspiration for Michael.
Oh. That's nice. Thank you.
And
person.
so hold on to that. That is from Arrowspell. And then
Thank you, Caitlin.
from Andrew, I have advantage with no target.
Ooh,
So
you get to
why
pick.
don't we give that? Why don't if somebody manages to get the answer to the riddle, I'll give it to them. And if Twitch chat wants
Just an
to,
N.
Is it a
the
brick?
ooh,
I asked the party.
I think I think Mischief's answered it correctly. Did you say
I love
the,
riddles. Sorry.
the letter N?
The letter N. Widow to donor.
Exactly
Oh,
right.
yes.
That is correct.
So good.
So why don't you go ahead and take that inspiration? I also D, you have a inspiration from Clementine as well, and then I have a wish from. I might just leave that for now. Let me
Georgie,
see
I'm
if
so
that-
impressed that you got that. That's
Me
so
too.
cool.
that
I
was
love
very
riddles.
cool.
Well
So
done.
that's kind of why I wanted to play an intelligence-based character at one point, is because I wanted to be able to answer riddles in character.
Cool. So when Mischief tells us the answer,
You see, Mischief says the letter N, and there is a explosion of light, and then all of a sudden you hear the sound of a gong. And the gong rings once, and it rings again, and then a third time. And in total, the gong rings 6 times. That's 4.
Every gong, Dreza goes further into his shell.
One
this
more
is just
gong.
like, huh? Something's coming.
Not a fan.
And
I
just
reached
as
out for
you say that, you
my
reach
friend's
out
hand.
to grab each other as something's about to come. Something's about to come. Nothing comes, and then all of a sudden, a flash of light, and you're all sucked into the pages of the book. And we see the book pop down onto the ground of the library floor.
Where?
And you all kind of wake up lying on the ground of dewy, wet grass. And you hear a voice ring out. Once upon a time, in a forest far, far away, there lived a little boy named Hellfast and his sickly dog, Arnold. Arnold was Hellfast's best friend and companion for life, but Arnold was sick, old and sickly, and likely wouldn't make it through the next winter. Hellfast and Arnold would often play in the forest, and one day the fairies told him of a magical crystal that could give eternal life. Hoping to save his best friend, Hellfast asked the fairies where to find the crystal. The fairies said, deep in the Witch's Wood, guarded by 3 witches of green, grey, and blue. Hellfast knew what he had to do and packed a bag of his favorite snacks and trekked deep into the woods to find this cure for his best friend Arnold. And after a few days of walking, he came across a clearing in the woods where he smelt a sickly sweet ambrosial smell and met the first witch, Gretel. Can I get mods to please take us to the map, please? As we move our players all the way over to something that I have prepared. Okay, I'm going to need everyone. I've just changed Roll20 to our map. Scroll down and see if you can find your characters.
Found it.
We are.
Just make sure that everybody is at full HP. But
Oh my
that
goodness.
looks about right.
So cool.
You see yourself, green grass, set yourself up, a little boy, blonde hair, wearing a little red tunic, backpack on his back, stands before this woman with that is beautifully got like green twisting through her face and hair. She looks down at the boy, the young boy, and says to him, she says, what is a sweet human boy doing this deep in the woods? Do you not know that it is dangerous out here? The woad is not meant for outsiders, of which you clearly are. The boy says, I know that, miss, but I'm desperately looking for a magical crystal. This crystal could save the life of my best friend Arnold, and I have to find it. The witch looks at him and says, you know, only one pure of heart may be able to retrieve the crystal from the depths of the forest. Do you think you can handle that? And he says, I think so. I think I can. And the witch says, and these people behind, and he looks and turns around and looks startled seeing you guys for the first time. Says, oh, these perhaps people that will help me. Oh, please, friends. Please, if you could, help me get to the center of the woods so that I can help find the crystal and save my friend. What do you do?
I mean,
Oh.
we're helping, right? Or
Yeah.
and I just kind of
Surely.
put my hand up to Druga to help me pull my wheelchair right from the grass.
Yeah,
Pick
I
myself
just
up.
I just help.
Thank you. We've
I also, just quickly, have a inspiration for Karl from Abby. So go ahead. I think everyone has one now.
yeah. Oh.
If we help this boy, we will prevent the dragon from getting the crystal. Is that right?
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Or at the very least, if I have to make an educated guess, we have to go with the story.
Yeah.
Whatever that is.
Actually,
Makes sense.
in the story, like I know we said we get absorbed in books, but like I didn't mean literally absorbed into the books, but also this is really cool.
It is.
Certainly we'll help
Let's
you,
help him.
friend boy.
And the witch turns and says, are you all pure of heart? Are you able to guide this boy on the journey?
Well, it depends on your definition of pure of heart. Like, what to you defines pure of heart as innocence? What kind of innocence? What else could it be?
The innocence
Pure
of a
starlight.
child.
I'm pure starlight.
Being a
Does that
child?
count?
That now is interesting. She turns and says, you may come. Turning to Iridescent, says, join me over here by Hellfast. And Hellfast kind of walks over behind, and you can see as the wood starts to snake over to the other side. She looks you up and down. Indeed, made of pure starlight. You are interesting. Now the rest
Really
of you.
nice.
Are you pure of heart and innocence?
Well, in a sense, I'm 200 pounds of raw magic and righteous aggression.
Go ahead and make me a persuasion check.
Oh boy, this certainly won't go terribly.
That's a 10.
10.
Can Mischief do her magical guidance-y thing for +6?
Yeah, you can. So, a spark of... what does that look like? Can you describe it for us, Mischief?
I think she just says that, and he gives really good cuddles, so he's, because of his... So he's great.
Sturdy shell or
He
crack
just-
back's good.
Yeah,
And I think
exactly.
as you do crack your back, you see a ripple of magic kind of gloss over you as well. And she says, very well. You there may also come, pointing towards
Thank
Dreza.
you.
Now, the three remain. Can you prove to me that you are able to join Hellfast on this journey to the depths of the woad?
I am
I'm the
training
size
to
as a
be.
child.
That does count.
Mischief, you say that you're the size of a child. She kind of looks you up and down and says, but you were a goblin, is that correct? Hardly
Yeah.
a creature of innocence and purity. What makes you so different from your the rest of your savage clans and such. You look more sophisticated
I'm-
than for sure, but
I'm not racist for one, like you.
touche. And you see, go ahead and make for me. I think this was also a persuasion check. But then again, I never said that I was innocent myself. 7. And she says, so I think you'll stay here with me.
You have inspiration.
Oh, okay, yeah. Can I use the inspiration in retrospect?
Yes, you can. All of your inspirations can be used as a reroll, so do not forget that. Yeah.
Okay, cool. In which case, yes, I'm just going to try and reroll that. I've got a +0, but we shall see. Oh, that was a bit better.
Yes, and she says, come for now, and I may change my mind later.
Okay, if you can catch me. And she runs over to hide behind her friend's wheelchair. Just crouch down.
2 of you remain on the other side of the clearing, Durga and Balren.
Durga says, like, I am preparing to be the commander in my father's army. I sure am the pure of heart.
Commander of an army has to be a good leader. They have to be able to command respect, but not know when to attack, but also know when to defend. Do you think you can do that?
Yes, I surely can do that.
I would like you to either give me, you can give me either like an intelligence history check, or you can give me a... You can give me an intelligence history check, or you can give me a persuasion check. Up to you.
I'll give you persuasion.
Okay. 20. She says, and you do. You look like you can lead. I believe you. You may come. Leaving just Balren. Balren, I would like you to give me a nature check with advantage.
Okay.
Just really quickly before anything.
With advantage.
Mm-hmm. With a 16, that's good enough. This witch is a hag. You can smell it on her. From the Feywild, you know a Fey when you see one, and this is a hag. She's hiding her true colors, but, you know, whatever happens, you cannot trust this person. She asks you...
I'm going to look at her. I'm looking her right in the eyes, and I say, I don't know if my heart is pure, but I will rip it out of my own chest to save any of my friends. And with that, you will not stop me from following them.
Is that so, Sir Dwarf? Go ahead, and you can give me a persuasion check as well.
Cool.
At 16. True character, a friend indeed. You may come. And she walks behind and lets you all pass as she points towards the rest of the little path that heads over further north. She says, "Be careful. I do not think my sisters will be as kind as I am." I would like to, for that rousing speech about friendship and big extravagant to pull out your heart, I have a D20 from Travis, an inspiration that I'm going to give to you there, Balren. So take that right now. So I believe that puts you at more. I have a advantage from the donation gremlin. Thank you very much. And I have one more that I am going to hold on to. It's a special another advantage that I can give out as I choose. But we'll see if that comes up next. All right. So the witch turns, putting her hand down towards the pathway. You see before you that there is a winding path in the trees that leads down to a clearing. And you are free to continue to move your characters. She lets you pass. As you walk past Balren, she gives you a wink and a sneer at the same time, as she picks up that she knows that you know what she truly is. And Halfast goes,
And I'll give her,
oh! Yep.
I give her a nod, letting her know that I know that she knows
she
that I
knows.
know.
What she truly is. And Halfast says, oh boy, I'm so glad to have friends. It's dangerous, according to the witch. So, I really, really need to get this crystal, and so I can save my best friend Arnold. He means so much to me. I couldn't bring him because it's too dangerous, but I'll do my best. And you can see, Halfast the Innocent is a small human child. He has 13 hit points, an armor class of 10, and not very much. So be careful and please protect him, because he needs to live for the story to work.
Iridescent
Stay
rolls
right in the middle
up.
there.
Yeah, Iridescent rolls right up next to him and goes, okay, also adorable, but also, and reaches into her bag and pulls out a chocolate chip cookie and goes, normally I would say you don't accept food from strangers, but this is like an extra special chocolate chip cookie and it will help just in case. And you put this in your pocket and you keep it just in case. This is good berry, but
His
in
eyes
chocolate chip cookie
sparkle.
form.
And he goes, okay, I will.
Yeah.
And he
But
puts it
normally
into
don't
like a
accept
pocket.
food from strangers that you haven't met before. Hey, Iridescence.
Hi, I'm Halfast. I'm looking to save my best friend Arnold.
Let's go save your best friend. That is a worthy cause.
Question for you, Arnold. It's just to double check. Your friend doesn't happen to be a dragon or dragon-like in any way, does he?
No, he's a dog.
Checking.
Okay.
Aw.
Go ahead and roll a insight check, Mischief.
It's an 8.
An 8. Halfast is inscrutable. You know not whether he is lying or telling the truth from you.
I just trust him then. He's a kid.
All right. As you continue down the path, you come to what looks to be a hedge maze. Continue to move yourselves, and I'll bring Halfast will sit somewhere in the middle, so that he's protected by the rest of you. Go ahead and move. As you walk in, you hear immediately to your left, you see a statue of a person, kind of looking northwards, but they're just mid-stride, frozen solid in stone. And you hear a cackling and says, as a creature with this pointy nose and big, long, corally horns, wearing these massive rags, and it says, "I'm asleep." And I would like everyone to roll initiative.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I think I've managed to hide myself under. I think I have control over everyone. Hide myself under Durga. Sorry, moved you to find myself.
All right. Let me quickly bring up my tracker. Balren Mischief for 17. Balren for 6. Durga for 16. Let me just get that. Iridescent. What was your initiative?
I've got 6.
6. Okay, yep. It just didn't show.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, it's there. I see it.
Yeah.
Very good. I think that is all correct. Looks like I have one too many. Yep.
I believe so.
Durga has an 18, is it?
Yep.
Yes, I see. Yep. Let me add the other creature here.
Who knows?
I have it already pre-rolled. Which brings us, as she says, "Shh, it is time to sleep." The first people to act, Durga and Dreza at the same time. Initiative 18. You find yourself in a maze, a large hedge maze that kind of the walls extend up to beyond 10 feet. You can't see anything beyond that, and you see a hag-like creature shift out from behind one of the areas just over here, for those of you that aren't quite there yet, and then slink back into the shadows. What would you like to do, Durga?
I shout, "Hey, who's there?" and go a little bit away from it, but towards it.
You can move yourself as you move yourself 10 feet forwards. Immediately to your right, you'll see the hag as she kind of just like slowly got her fingers together, looking very curiously at the group of you as you tend towards the maze. Not threatening quite yet, but not sure what to make of you as well. She just left you with those curious words. You have an action and a bonus action. What would you like to do?
I would not take the action. I would just be ready if the combat happens.
Okay. Dreza.
Same thing. I'm just gonna prepare. Have a spell prepared for if and when something happens. But I'll move a bit closer, up to the statue itself.
As you, yeah, okay, yeah, no, keep going.
I assure you, madam, we're not here to cause a ruckus in your lovely edges. We're just here to escort a young boy to where he needs to be.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I really need to go somewhere. I need to get to the center of the forest. That's what how fast it is. And you prepare yourself just in case anything pops off. That brings us to Mischief.
Okay. Mischief also comes up here and then just looks prepared to punch this hag should something happen.
Okay. It is now the hag's turn, and she starts casting a spell. And before she's going to release it off, before any of you have any time to react, as she casts on you, Hypnotic Pattern. I would like everyone to give me. Sorry, I will need a 30-foot cube. I can get Durga, Mischief, Dreza, and Balren, please. Could I all get you to make wisdom saving throws to save against a charm effect of Hypnotic Pattern?
13 for Dreza, but I'm going to use my Arcane Deflection reaction to add a 4 to that, so that brings it up to 17.
Fantastic. So Dreza,
Can I use my inspiration?
Yes, you can use your inspiration if you would like to re-roll it.
Yep. Thank you.
This is still a 9. I think you still have Indomitable as well. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Sorry?
That's like the one last thing that you might possibly have to save you in this moment. But that's up to you whether you want to use it or not. For the rest of you that failed, because only Dreza managed to shake off this charming pattern as like your eyes start to close as nighttime kind of fills you with like this weary, tired. Durga, Mischief, and Balren, you were all charmed and incapacitated by the Hypnotic Pattern spell. And 1, 2, 3, 4. She just starts to move away. Bringing us to Iridescence. You see like a
Iridescent.
wave of knights kind of flush out from like the center of the maze, and your friends have stopped kind of moving in a way that makes them look like they're conscious.
Oh my goodness. Cool. Iridescent is like, no. And would like to move as much as they can around and the little child and be like, excuse me, sorry, I gotta help my friends. I gotta help my
Okay.
friends.
He
And
moves out of the way for you.
then I would like to guiding bolt this person that dares hurt my friends.
You look through, but you can't see anybody immediately.
I cannot. I need to go forward more, do I? I still have a bit more movement. That was only 15, 20. Am I able to get past Balren?
Yes, you can. Yeah, these are 5-foot squares, so as long as you don't end your turn there, you're fine.
So I could get around here. I still won't see them.
Yeah, it's still mysteriously. You see Dreza kind of looking around at your friend, so he seems to be fine as well.
What happened? Where did they?
Yes, with hypnotic pattern. It was pretty but deadly, and they're asleep now. Managed to fend it off. Don't know where she's gone.
Okay. Okay.
Be ready for anything.
Yep.
Coming back.
Cool. I will hold a guiding bolt for when I see the hag reappear.
Okay. Balren, you are currently under the effects of a hypnotic pattern spell. So let me just check. You are incapacitated and have a speed of 0. And so I will just also let Dreza, if you want to make an Arcana check, because this is a spell that you have access to, I believe.
I haven't got it prepared, but I do have it.
Okay,
Arcana
yeah.
check. That's a 10. But I
10.
might use my my inspiration to not screw it up.
Okay. Uh, 13 is exactly what you need to know that shaking somebody out of using an action to shake someone out of the stupor will end the effects of the hypnotic pattern spell on them. So
You can shake him to wake him.
all right, and I think actually I'm just gonna have Hellfast go at the end of the initiative order, just to make it easy for everybody. Balren unfortunately can't do anything this turn, but Hellfast is gonna come up and say, Mr. Dwarf, please wake up, and you feel yourself come back to, on your next turn. However, Durga, you are still asleep, but it is the same initiative as Dreza. So Dreza, if there's anything you would like to do, now's the time.
God, honestly, no. All of Dreza's spells are for like neighborhood watch, so they're all pretty offensive. I think he's just say, oh, you're not here. Sorry, his action. He's gonna go up to Durga and shake her.
Okay.
Wakey.
Durga, you feel yourself come to. It is your turn as well, so you're able to move if you would like to.
What happened?
Which put you to sleep? Wits about ya?
Where did she go?
Your guess is as good as mine, but you got a bit more altitude to see where she's gone.
I quickly run inside the maze.
I'll just let you know, there's Mischief is the only person left affected by this spell as well, if you would like to try and wake her up before you move yourself. But that's up to you.
How did you wake me up?
I just shook you.
Oh, maybe I should shake Mischief up as well, and I quickly shake Mischief. Wake up.
Mischief, you find yourself come back to the light filling your eyes again. Durga, you still have your movement and bonus action. Up to you. Seems to be 2 clear paths that you can go. The one that you're currently on, and the one that is where the statue is and Dreza is.
So I can move 6 boxes. So I start one. And I see
You see her.
the witch, and I scream with anger and stab my sword into her.
You do not have an action anymore because you used it to wake up Mischief, but you know exactly where she is, and she just looks at you and goes, "Shh, don't tell
So I
anyone
try
we're
to
here."
intimidate her.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, go ahead and make an
good.
intimidation check for me then. And tell me what Durga does. It's 9. Unfortunately, as you try to... Go
I
ahead.
still am waking up a little, and I'm like, ah.
And she says, "Shh, Daddy, don't say a word." But it seems like you've shouted out to your friends that she's over there so that they know. Excellent. Anything else you'd like to do? Dreza, you still have movement, by the way. So feel free to... I think you would need to have used 10 feet to move to kind of Mischief space to wake up Durga. But if you would like to continue on a different path through the maze, that is also up to you as well.
I think after hearing Durga yell, he would have definitely started chasing after, and I think probably gets to about there, maybe.
Fantastic. Mischief, you are awake, being shook back to consciousness by your friend Durga.
Yeah, I think I also chase after this hag. And I get to about here, and is that technically within 5 feet and punching range? Or is that
Yes,
too,
but
like,
I'm gonna
cover?
give them cover. I'm gonna give them half cover, but you can go ahead and make your attacks if you'd like.
Okay, yeah, she's quite mad, so she is going to punch this hag.
26 easily hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yeah, and this is thunder damage, so it's quite loud if that matters.
You hear this boof, boof, as the gauntlets punch in. 12 points of damage on the first attack.
Cool, and I'm rolling the second attack. Oof, that's not I don't think that would hit.
12. Unfortunately, I don't think that hits. Let me just clarify. Yes, unfortunately, that will not hit.
Durga says, "Hey, careful! You almost burnt me."
Oh, sorry. Thanks for waking me up. I'll try not to punch you in return. And that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. All right. At the end of your turn, curious thing happens. And I'm just going to move them here. As a lizard starts to crawl around the entrance of the maze there. And one crawls to there. And Iridescent, you lock eyes with this creature as it turns the corner and looks at you. I need a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, goodness. Friend. Be nice, friend.
14 saves as you feel the gaze of a basilisk start to look towards you. And you feel your body start to lock up and turn to stone, but you manage to resist it, not turning.
Can
Durga,
I release
this...
my guiding bolt that I've been holding?
I think you can. And
Yay.
Durga, I need the same Constitution saving throw from you as well.
Nice.
And 22 easily saves. You see it look at you and stare at you, and you feel your body start to tense up, but you push through the magic of this paralyzing creature's gaze. And you hear Hellfast go like, "Oh boy, what's happening?" Bringing us to the witch's turn. The witch turns to you, Durga, and is going to make an attack, I believe. Let's see. Does a 19 hit you?
Yes.
Cool, 19 hits, and you take 18 points of psychic damage as she goes shh, and then her other hand kind of like strikes you up in the face, and it doesn't hurt so much, but you feel this rack of pain shoot through your brain as you hit psychically for 18 points of damage. She then uses a spell to vanish into mist and disappear as a bonus action. Bring us to Iridescent. Iridescent, your guiding bolt, please.
I did roll that already. That
It's
was a
24.
24 to
Yep,
hit.
that easily hits. So give me some damage.
Damage. 14 points of starlight damage, please.
Fantastic. Bring us
No,
to
you
your
stay
new turn.
back. Thank you. Seeing these creatures come out, I'm going to move myself just a little bit. Oh, no, Balren's still behind me. You can squish past me. You're tiny. We're tiny. We can work.
Yep.
I just kind of... No, I'll just stay where I am. I just want to block. I want to make sure that they can't get back to how fast and be like, how far? Just stay there. And then for my bonus action, my freckles start to radiate over my skin as I introduce into my star form. And I would like to take on the star form of the archer.
Mm-hmm.
And as I activate this form, I make a ranged spell attack of Radiant Light.
And as you're doing that, you feel starlight come down from the heavens as Lyndon H has given you inspiration. Thank you, Lyndon.
Yeah. Gifted me from the heavens. I can actually see the stars today. It makes me happy. So this is for my archer. That's a 21 to hit. The
Fantastic. Yep, that
lizard.
hits.
Cool.
Yep.
So it will take the 14 points of starlight
Yes.
damage. And then for my action, because that was only my bonus action,
Indeed.
I will then use a spell. And because I like it, and it's good, and it works, we're going to Guiding Bolt. But this time we're going to do a little bit more damage with Guiding Bolt, because Guiding Bolt. Guiding Bolt, the lizard. So 26.
26, yeah.
Yep, casting at level 2, so this is 5d6 this time.
And what does that look like?
That is another 22 points of starlight damage.
It is looking on death's door as you blast out with radiant light. Starlight shoots from you, slamming into the lizard.
And I'm also now glowing from my starlight as well. My 10 feet radiant glow is back.
You just hear Halfus go, like, wow, you're amazing! Balren, it's your turn. Iridescent, if you'd like to move, you can. But if you don't, that's fine as well.
I kind of want to stay there to block so that they can't get to how fast.
Go.
Yeah.
I see Iridescent shooting something around the corner. I have no idea what it is yet because I haven't been that far into the maze. So I run forward, Battle Axe out, and my token is lagging for me.
Yep. I just put you, if you're going to move around the corner to in front of it, I can just move you there if you'd like.
Okay, cool, thank you.
You see a creature, and unfortunately, as you kind of look towards it, you've been given no warning as to what this is. I need a Constitution saving throw from you.
Ooh.
A 3. You start to feel your...
Can I use my inspiration?
You can indeed.
Woof.
6.
Can I use my second inspiration?
You can.
Thank goodness.
Oh, thank goodness. Yep. You feel your body start to lock up, and it really, you see stones starting to form down your hand, and you just think, no, I'm better than this. And the magic dissipates from you as you go ahead and make your swing. Go ahead and do whatever you need to do for your action.
Cool. Battle Axe, two-handed. I'm going to swing straight at this thing, and I believe it's glowing from Guiding Bolt.
It is indeed. So you have advantage on the attack. And a 16 will do it. As you just push through, and what does it look like when you kill this basilisk?
I just run around the corner. I can feel my body tighten up, and I just jump, and it's just axe first into the head of this creature.
Wham! You slam your axe first down into the head of the creature. It just splits open, falling dead onto the ground in front of you. All right.
Keep Baron.
Bonus action. I'm gonna look back towards our druid friend, and because I saw the other bard singing, I feel like I have to as well.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say bardic inspiration. Reach for the stars. Roll up any mountain higher. Reach for the stars. D10 bardic inspiration.
How did you know the song?
Amazing.
And that's my
Alright.
turn.
Hellfast is just going to continue to move up towards you guys, keeping in pace with you there. Bringing us back to Durga at the top of the round.
Seeing the lizard in front of me, I quickly draw my sword and move towards it and do hit it 3 times.
Okay, so the creature in front of you is able to petrify you if you make eye contact with it. If you would like to avoid that, you will have disadvantage on all of your attacks. But otherwise, I need a Constitution saving throw from you right now.
I'll do Constitution.
Okay. You make the save as you kind of just push through the paralyzing nature of the gaze. You go ahead and swing your attacks for us now.
Yes.
Ooh, wow. So 21, they all hit, but with a massive critical hit on the last strike. Let's see how much damage that is in total. So 17, 16, down to... Yeah, a massive, you just swing out with your sword. What does it look like as you just, with a flourish of your greatsword, destroy and kill the basilisk in front of you?
I strike it once, I strike it twice, and then I put my foot on its head and just drive my sword into its head.
Yes, and that happens, and you, it just sinks deep into the ground in front of you there. Nice. Killing the second basilisk there. Bringing us to Dreza.
I think Dreza is. Sorry, I'm having an. Oh, there we go. Found everything. I had a brief issue with my everything. I think he's probably really hyped up. Doesn't really know that these things are dead, so runs around the corner. I'm coming. I'm coming. And sees that it's dead, and he's gonna keep wandering around this area looking for another. So it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where did I put him?
Underneath.
Yeah, you got there. If I just yeah,
settle behind Durga. Oh, fine. And I'm just gonna that's the end of my range.
Movement. Okay.
So I'm just, movement. That's it. So I'm gonna just hold a spell.
Cool.
For if anything comes, that if the hag comes back and I see anything.
All right. Fantastic. Mischief, it's your turn.
Oh, all right. Mischief is worried about more of these things coming around the corner, so she's gonna go inside.
Putting you
keep going
face
around
to
the corner.
face with the hag right there in front of you.
You! And she punches the head.
And you swing out with your Thunder Gauntlets once more.
Okay.
Nice.
13 to hit.
13 will not hit, unfortunately.
And second go around. Oof. Does a 14 hit?
14 also doesn't hit. She just kind of braces itself. You punch twice into the scrawny-looking witch hag creature, but her skin is as tough as stone itself, and she just kind of goes, "Not today, dearie." She whispers down at you. All right.
That's the end of my turn.
Cool. I'm going to move my guys around. And I I think Twitch chat can see where I'm moving my guys, so they have more information than you guys do. I think they also have some more information on some of the secrets there as well. So perhaps if they're kind, they'll let you know that there's stuff that you could be looking for. Otherwise, it now turns to the hag's turn, and she's going to strike out with her Nightmare Touch to attack you there, Mischief. So let's see. And she definitely hits with a 26 to hit, dealing 20 points of psychic damage as she goes, "This is how you throw a punch." And she just gently touches your forehead with her knuckles, and then you feel this wave of shock wave of like nightmarish psychic damage flood through your mind. You take 20 points of damage there. And then she's once again going to disappear as she teleports. Go over here. In a flash of mist. Bring us to Iridescent's turn.
Okay. I can just see her on my map. I don't like how close she's getting to the child. A quick question: how tall are the hedges?
They seem to be about 10 feet high.
10 feet. Excellent. I turn to Howfast and I'm like, "Hey, do you trust me with something?"
Yeah, of course.
Cool.
We're
See
friends,
this
right?
bar? Yeah, we're best friends. See this bar at the back of my wheelchair?
Yeah.
Hold on to it. And then
Okay.
put your feet on the little lever that Mischief put on there when we were doing fun tricks.
Okay. I'm just going to get Hellfast to come up, and he's just going to
Yeah.
run up and do that so that you can continue your action in your turn.
Perfect. So he's now on my back. I then press the star rune on my right side, and 8 giant mechanical robot legs emerge from the bottom of my wheelchair as I go up and turn into a giant mechanical spider as I invoke my spider legs of my wheelchair, which now give me a 40-foot climbing speed. And I would like to climb up on top of the hedges so that I can see everybody and keep Hellfast safe.
Okay. Very well. You climb up on top of the hedges. Unfortunately, there's not much I can do to show you what's going on. But for your information, what you can immediately see that there seems to be a chest right over there.
Okay.
And there is another basilisk just over here.
Cool.
That's what you can immediately see behind that.
Cool. So I just start going to my party. Okay, she's over there. Basilisk over there. Mischief, treasure chest right in front of you. I know you like that loot. Cool. Who's hurt? Who's dying? Why did I take control? Oh my gosh. And then
wow, look how high we are! Says Hellfast, just like climbing onto the back of your spider form.
Yeah, watch this. Bonus action. We will archer form again. The witch.
Fair enough.
I'm presuming it was my action to climb and do all that. So
that's you. Yeah, I believe it's movement.
And
so,
to activate my legs and stuff like that. So
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I did! I rolled an A20! I rolled an A20!
Nice.
Critical damage as you... What does this look like?
It's just like having this child behind me and feeling myself closer to the sky and just getting that power within me. Just knowing that, like, I'm closer to what fuels me. It's just releasing out of me. I don't know. I think I was meant to actually click that and roll 20 to get the double damage because it's
just roll another 2d8 and we can add that on. That would be the total damage.
Thank you. Cool. So
another 15. That's an amazing 27 points of damage as your archer form. This arrow of starlight streaks out. Hellfast says, "Wow!" Just completely enraptured.
So cool. Oh, I will start to tell you about all my friends that are up there. There's so many. It's so cool. And yeah, that's my turn.
Balren, you can see that Iridescent has pointed out that in front of you, next to the hag, there is another basilisk. So just be mindful of that. But the over here is the hag And over here
Okay.
seems to be a treasure chest. But that's all that Iridescent can see from where she is up on her advantage at the moment.
Cool. I'm gonna step forward over the body of the previous basilisk, and I look at the hag, and I just start screaming. And as I scream, psychic notes of music come out of my mouth to form psychic lance as I cast psychic lance on the hag.
Oh, fantastic. All right. So that's an intelligence saving throw, is that correct?
Yes, DC 16 intelligence save.
She has advantage because she has magic resistance, which brings her to a massive 11. I have inspiration from earlier. I'm gonna hold on to it though, so I'm gonna take this damage. So tell me what happens.
So all these notes just in a line in the lance form slam into her head, as my voice sort of reverberates on each impact, and she takes 25 psychic damage and is incapacitated until the start of my next turn.
Oh my goodness. Maybe I shouldn't use that inspiration. All right.
DM regrets. Always use the inspo.
Durga.
Do I hear any of the things that Iridescent said over the hedge?
Yes, you did. So you know that there is another basilisk over this side, and there is a chest somewhere in front of Mischief.
Yes, so I realize that I can't go that far back, so I go in front of Mischief towards the chest.
Okay, it seems to be in this direction over here. So go ahead and move yourself.
Yep, that's 6 on the chest.
All right. So you can just don't need to put yourself on the chest, but go ahead. You find a wooden chest, immaculate there. It has a lock on the front of it, but it seems to be just chilling out here in the middle of the maze.
I just use the back of my sword and just hit the lock hard.
Okay, give me an athletics check then. Let's see if we can break open this lock. 19, massive.
Easy.
Go ahead and roll damage for your greatsword. Let's see if we can get enough. Just roll the damage. There we go, 15. Yeah, boom! With the pommel of your greatsword, you just shatter the lock off the front of the chest, leaving it free for you to open there. And as you do, in the middle of the chest that you see, there is 2 greater healing potions, which you can pick up. But there is also another potion, which you do not recognize. It seems to have this swirling kind of crimson. It's in a larger vial, and it has this swirling crimson, almost gaseous liquid swirling around in it.
I shout, "Hey, Mischief, check this."
And Mischief, a potion is tossed towards you for you to inspect, should you want to. But if that's your turn, Dreza, it is your turn.
So I'm conscious that as a total he can't move very far, and I think by this point Dreza's a bit annoyed about playing catch with this thing. So he's gonna pull out his wand and he's gonna scrape it against the back of his heels and cast a Shardalon Stride.
Oh my goodness!
So both his heels and the back of his shell ignite as just billowing flames shoot out. He gains an extra 20 feet of movement speed. And with that combined, because that's a bonus action, I'm going to use my action to dash. So that's a 100-foot movement, which,
Nice.
if I counted that correctly, takes me to about... I think that's roughly here.
You do realize we live... we are in a forest, and you've set yourself on fire. We clear with that? We understand what's happening here?
May I take that back?
No, I think this is great.
Okay, well...
It's awesome.
I actually have an unresolved wish from our good cleric sitting in the waiting room. that says, "We may live in interesting times," and this is an interesting time indeed, as your friend here has set the hedge maze on fire. You have moved, so you have what you said, 120 feet of movement.
I have 30 feet originally, 20 feet with a Shardlon stride, so it's a total of
50.
100 feet.
So 100 feet, I see.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start marking which areas are on fire, and you guys can do with that what you will. But this one here,
Poor choice, guys.
this one here,
Whoops.
here,
I love it.
here.
No
I'm
more,
half
no more
I'm half
mischief except for
tempted.
mischief. None for you, hag.
Uh,
Yum.
as the fire also is going to start to spread. So that'll. Okay. Yeah, I just have a quick thing, and if there's anything else you'd like to do, that's good. Otherwise,
That's all for Dreza, man. That's bonus and action all together, and yelling.
Mm-mm. I'm going to see if I can do something to help the audience, because apparently we're having some issues with visibility. So, but let me see if I can help them. Let's see. Let me know, team, if this is going to help. But we will see. But we had this kind of sorted a little bit, but it might not be as easy as I thought it was going to be. But otherwise, I think that brings us to Mischief's turn.
Mischief thinks that our friend had a great idea. Dreza had a great idea.
Did
He
he?
activates her Boots of Flying and goes up 10 feet to see if she can see the witch. From
You see the
15
witches all
feet,
the way over the other side, yes.
and casts Firebolt.
Fantastic.
Just yells, "Yeah, act without thinking!" and thumbs up at Dreza.
No thoughts, only action.
Man! And of course gets in that one. And I don't believe I have any inspiration left, so that's what that is.
That is very unfortunate.
Do you have advantage if she's incapacitated?
Oh yeah, so that would be advantage. So yeah, go ahead and roll again.
Hell yeah.
Good
Nice, very good.
remembering there.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's a 17 to hit.
Fantastic. Yep, that just hits her armor class.
There we go. 21 fire damage.
Great. 20. Whew. What does it look like as this fireball streaks across the battlefield, in the air, and it kills this hag in front of you? Well, over on the other side of the maze.
Yeah, I think she just bursts into flames and probably catches some of the hedge near her on flames too, as Mischief laughs.
Wave at you flying.
Amazing. So you see that all happens. I'm just making sure that they leave. I believe production is going to fix the issue with chats not being able to see too much. Hopefully that fixes up shortly. Mischief, you fly up into the air, shoot a streak of fire. It catches. You see like these old dusty robes just burst into flames as the witch kind of goes, in a very quiet scream, falls to the ground, dead. Anything else you'd like to do?
Just
You
move
can
forward as
move
much
as
as I
you're
can
flying.
towards my friends. Yeah.
Towards your
so
friends?
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how far up did I have to go?
You went up about 15 feet.
Yep. So I'll just move then 5, 10.
If you move yourself here,
And then I'm also like probably
you're
the same height
above.
really as
Yeah.
my friend as well.
Yes. Yeah. You're a little bit
Anyway,
above them, but yeah. What you can see is you can see the fire spreading through in front of you. And yeah, I think that's fine for now. I'm going to move my basilisks. And I'm going to move this guy here. Other than that, I think... Oh, and this guy is going to move further here. See if we can get Balren. And move him in front. Behind. Which brings us to the hag, who is now deceased, to Iridescent. You're up the top. You can see the fire kind of starting to spread from your friend, who is starting to light the hedgemates on fire.
Smart idea, because like now everybody will be able to see everything if we get rid of the rules. But I think lizard first. We'll deal with the lizard because that does scary things. We will. I don't like how close it's getting to my friend there. We will. You know, it works every time. It's a good combo. If it ain't broke, don't change it. Bonus action, archer form. 19 to hit.
Yes, a 19 will hit. Are you shielding yourself from the sight lines of the basilisk?
That's a good point. No, because I have to see. I'd have to be looking.
Okay, so I need a Constitution saving throw from you then. A 12
Inspiration.
Actually, a 12 is exactly what you need to make the saving throw, so you don't even need to use that.
There
So-
we go. Okay.
That is the save DC that you have to reach. And so you shield your, you just like squint, getting enough line of sight. You push through the magical paralyzing gaze and shoot your archer form for 19 for 14 points of damage.
And that's because
Fantastic.
I don't want them to do anything to my friends. We're going to go for a higher level because screw these lizards. Over the lizards. Goodbye, lizards. Guiding bolt at 4th level, please.
A very powerful guiding bolt indeed.
I'm going to use inspiration if that's not enough.
A 12 is not enough to hit, so you'll need to use inspiration here.
That would be a
22.
22.
Easily
Thank
hits.
you, Mick Bobs. That is your inspiration. I appreciate your donation. 7d6 of starlight damage, please. 21.
For a huge 21 points of damage. Fantastic. Bring us to Balren.
I am not looking at it.
Okay.
As I say, if he can't see me, he can't hurt me. And I will blindly swing my battle axe,
Fantastic.
which I assume gives me disadvantage.
It does.
Except
And a
you
9.
have advantage because
so it's
of guiding bolt.
So it's a straight
So
roll,
that-
which
so
we
that
would
would've
take
been
the
a 9
first
anyway.
number. It's a 9 anyway,
Yeah.
unfortunately. Which you swing behind you with your axe, trying to shield your eyes as best you can. Unfortunately, missing.
Cool.
Which brings us to
This action.
bonus action. Yeah.
Yep. I'm gonna look at our turtle friends, and I'm just gonna yell, "Fire wizards! You're gonna burn this forest down. There's fire shooting from your shell. Fire wizard." D10 bardic inspiration.
Woo!
Fantastic. All right, so you hold on to that inspiration, and I'm going to start spreading this fire. So I think all these areas are going to start to be on fire. You hear screeching off in the distance. Durga, you see fire kind of spring over the edge of the hedge, locking you guys in over that side as fire starts to spread. Now it's becoming a little bit of a get through the hedge as quickly as you can to try and not not get burnt.
Ah, fire, the gift that keeps on giving.
But that brings us to Durga and Dreza.
Dreza can address this first.
Okie dokie. So Dreza is he's not gonna hide his vision. He's gonna pull his goggles down because eyesight's important when you're flying around at high speeds. And he is going to launch himself towards the basilisk, flare his feet up at it to do what is it? 1d6 fire damage at the guy. Wait.
Where, oh, where is a Chardonnay stride? There we go. It's a 1d6 fire.
Oh, sorry. Go with the first one. I accidentally double-clicked. So it's 1 fire damage, which is amazing. And he's gonna, dance backward just a little bit to get out of any, repercussion range. And he's gonna use Mind Sliver on it. So I need it to make a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw, Intelligence saving throw. Sorry.
Okay, I don't think it's very good at that. So it gets rolls a -3 on its Intelligence saving throw.
Amazing. So it takes 3d6 psychic damage. That's 10 psychic damage. Great. Is that it? Dead? Oh, wait, no, it's not.
It's not. It's on fire though.
Oh,
because
I see.
You run through its
misread
space. So all these, I'm starting to burn down the maze itself, so it should give you more visibility. So let's see if we can see what happens here. It is living on very little health, however.
And while it's under the effect of Mind Sliver, it subtracts 1d4 from its next saving throw before the end of my next turn.
Fantastic.
And considering I didn't block my eyes, do I need to make that con save?
I think you do.
Oh. That is an 11, and I'm going to use my... I may as well use the Bardic Inspiration, because it only lasts for a minute, right?
10 minutes, I believe.
10 minutes, okay, I'll hold on to that, but I'll use my reaction to add 4 to that, so that lifts it up to 15.
Which saves against the petrification. Fantastic.
You can't stone me, boy!
And you'll see, Balren, the fire seems to be spreading just around as you see Dreza kind of run through the area, catching the area around you on fire. Just be careful, I guess. And Durga, you can see the hedges burning down in front of you, letting you see further into the maze than you would have been able to otherwise. It's a little bit hard as smoke starts to rise and billows overhead. But yeah, it's getting pretty risky at this point in time. Let's see if we can change this music, yeah.
So 2 trials across, would you say there would be 15 feet?
Where would you like to go?
This way. If I use acrobatics to go through the fire above it.
Okay, you can either give me acrobatics or a dexterity saving throw to just move yourself through the fire. You will be taking a little bit of damage, but this will determine how much you can kind of mitigate that fire damage as you walk through.
I'll give you acrobatics.
And then 23, massive. All right, now tell me where you want to move.
I just move here.
Great. You will take 3 points of fire damage as you rush through the fire to the other side there.
This is really premium leather.
You lament at the scorch marks on your armor there as you continue to move through the maze, which seems to be burning down around you. Bringing us to Mischief.
Okay, Mischief looks to Iridescent and says, "Do you want me to take the kid? I can fly a bit higher above the flames and scout ahead a bit to see if we can get out of here pretty quick."
Yeah, I might be a druid, but I don't do water, and yep, and just help.
Need to get out of here, I think.
Yeah.
Mischief grabs Hellfast and go ahead and move. Where would you like to go?
Just 30 feet straight ahead, so 5, 10. So I don't know, just trying to get find the way out of the maze and like tell everyone
and
else.
as you can
to
see,
get around
it's
it.
just beyond there as well. The exit, as you can see, is just here.
Okay, I will relay that to everyone as best I can.
Yeah.
And because I'm carrying the kid, I'm assuming I might have to use my action to dash to get that far.
Yes, you will have to. Yeah.
Yeah. And I will end my turn there.
Okay. Move my basilisks. This guy's gonna try and run, but he'll take 6 points of damage from walking through the fire. Move him there. Which brings us to Iridescent's turn.
Iridescent, still in her spider form, up the top of what's left of the hedge mage, looks at Balren and goes, Do you want a hand? We can get through this quicker.
Yeah, why
Or
not?
do you want to do your trick?
I've got plenty of tricks up my sleeve.
I can carry you. I know you also have the teleport thing for the same size, and we're the same size. So,
If you know what, I want to go for a ride.
cool. I will pick up Balron, then using the chair to scurry along above and move the full distance as much as I can. I get 40
Let's
feet
see.
in the wheelchair.
Can I get you to make me just you can either choose athletics or acrobatics here.
Acrobatics.
Okay. This is how well you can like maneuver yourself over the hedges that are on fire and everything like that. Fantastic. That's super good. You can move yourself because it's like 40 feet, so you can get yourself to like just a little bit less than that, just with like picking up Balren and everything. So if you want to get to like where Mischief is, we can totally move you there.
Please.
All right. Let's get you over here.
Legs. Do. All 8 of them. Mischief is so cool. Such a cool upgrade to the chair.
Which, Balren, you've been moved over to that side with dash action from Iridescence to have you guys travel over the top of the hedges. You found yourself now on the other side there. What would you like to do? Because you have your action and bonus action.
Sorry, is that me?
Yes, that's you, Balren. Yeah.
Okay. That's a very good question. I am just going to pull a leaf off my armor, throw it up in the air. I'm going to cast Bless on Iridescent, Mischief, and Durga.
And Durga. And was
yeah.
that? Yeah. So you guys all
yes,
can add
please.
a D4 to any attack rolls and saving throws that you make from here on out.
No.
And Durga, you can see just as it gets to your turn, however, the fire starts to spread once more. So just into the area that you're standing, hear a shriek from over the other side and all down this way here. As you can see the fire spreading, lapping around the back of you. You fortunately are fine where you stand at this point in time. But you do see the fire start to spread onto like the hedges around you there. Which brings us to Durga and Dreza's turns.
Durga, do you want to go first? I have something in mind that I think would be best after you.
Yep. So seeing the fire is spreading from my right and behind me, I quickly try to jump over the chest that I can see. I use it to jump over the hedge on the other side.
Go ahead and make for me an athletics check. 25, huge. Yeah, easily you just springboard yourself over the chest onto the other side of the wall, and you can see that there is something just looming around the corner of the wall there. But you can also see, not too far from you, is the exit to the maze as well.
Do I have any?
You still have an
movement and
action left. I'm going to say that you use your bonus action to aid in that springing of the hedge there. So you still have an action, and that's it.
Yep. So because it's through the hedge, I quickly stab it 3 times.
Okay.
In the partial cover.
Yes. Are you going to avert your gaze away from its paralyzing gaze, or are you?
Yeah, I will try to like. I'll be behind the hedge.
Okay, so these are with disadvantage then.
Okay. So all of them with disadvantage.
Yep. As you swing around at the guy there.
So I would say this is the first.
Yep,
So
that hits.
Yep. And my second attack.
15 just hits.
Yep.
You
And
slash into it twice, and you have one more attack.
That's my third.
25. You got one more roll, I think. Yeah, no, correct. So the 25 for 20 points of damage. You swing around and manage to slay the basilisk that is just looming around the corner there.
Yep. So my sword just goes through the hedge into the basilisk at the last hit.
Yes, killing it there. Bringing us to Dreza's turn.
So, Dreza's gonna just yell, "Are you all safe?"
You hear I think a resounding yes from most of your friends who are.
Hear a thumbs up.
You hear a thumbs up, yeah.
Great. So Dreza's going to, extinguish his personal flames. Not much you can do about the forest, and he's gonna dimension door to where he heard them yelling.
Fantastic. So I'll just put you over there.
Thank you kindly.
Well, fire fixes everything. All clean. No more nasties in the forest. Lovely.
All right. I'm gonna bring you all just down back into the path over here. So we can have you all looking once more.
My goodness.
The fire continues to spread behind you, catching the hedge maze, but licks and stops when it gets to the edges of the confines of this magical arena here. The power of the woad and its magical trees that encapsulate this part of the forest, seeming to repel any extra fire from there. But continuing on, you can move yourselves further through the map to find yourselves closer to the next area here.
I will offer to take our little child friend and put him back on the wheelchair so that Mischief doesn't have to keep carrying him as I scurry along. The legs last for a couple of hours, but unfortunately the starlight fades within 10, so...
Cool. The starlight, well, you still have time on that, so I'll let you know when that finishes up, but other than that, you continue to move through until you come to a little cottage that is surrounded by thick trees on either side. And Mischief, as you're holding this potion as well that you were given, were thrown quickly by Durga earlier, you quickly identify that this is in fact a potion of fire resistance. And Durga, you have 2 potions of greater healing as well that you managed to pick up from that chest. Which you
Can I use one on myself right now?
Yes, you can. So that is 44 plus 4, which you can heal yourself back.
So I would just go to full health.
Why don't you You are currently on 60 hit points, as I can see.
Yeah.
So 44. So I can roll that for you if you would like.
Oh, 4d4. Okay.
Which you get 12 hit points back.
12. Perfect.
Are you all good there, Durga? Because I can always give you a top up.
And can I use my second wind right now?
Yes, you can.
Yeah. So I do 1d10 plus 11.
As you continue through the forest, you come across this little cottage. The door seems to be made of this green wood, and looks like it is invitingly open towards you. The rest of the trees around the area block any kind of movement forwards except through the house itself. But the door is available for you to walk through. And as you can see, that there is a small living space in there as you continue onwards.
We just check there's no obvious traps or signs of magical wards or anything like that around the door area before we
Go
move
ahead and give
forward.
me an investigation check.
Wonderful. Less wonderful. I got a 12.
12. It doesn't look trapped to you.
I'm pretty confident in my ability, so I just say, it's not trapped, and walk in.
As you can see, as you walk in, there's a little fireplace over to the side on a mounted head of like what looks to be some sort of large red lizard drake. And there's just boxes, a rug, and two doors, one over here and one over here.
Are we trying to be, like, quiet while we're in here, or what do we think?
You say, Mischief, I can't see past Durga's beefy shoulders.
Sure, sorry.
Okay, I'll go in.
I don't think we're stealthing at this point, so
Yep.
just chatting loudly and...
I mean,
Oh, is it
right
a
is-
dragon here?
Yeah, right is right, but left is also right sometimes, and like you don't want to be left behind, but then you don't want to be right all the time. So,
Hey, no, I'm
Uh,
perfectly
a lot of
stealthy,
words,
just need
miss.
to be quiet.
You make your way in. You can see that, strangely, the doors do not seem to have handles. No door handles on the ones over on the other side of the room.
is that a dragon's head?
It seems to be some sort of like mounted lizard of some particular thing. It doesn't look like the dragon that you're looking for, however.
I try to pick it up.
Make for me a investigation check, Durga. It's
Yep.
mounted to the wall, so you can't really do too much with it itself.
It's 7 feet tall. I can't do. Oh.
You see, it's mounted in such a way, and as you try to like take it off the wall, it's secured so fast that you aren't able to take it off.
Can I hit it hard with the end of my sword?
Go ahead and make an attack roll for me. Yeah, so you slash into it. You cut the bottom of like this kind of taxidermied head completely clean off, revealing underneath, like inside of its jaw, a lever.
Oh, what do we have here? And I just pull the lever down.
Yes.
As you pull the lever down, this door opens.
Yeah.
So that did something.
Anything could
Thanks,
be
Durga.
lever.
It's perfect. Into the next room.
Going
maybe?
into the next room, you can see that there is a small little cot there that looks like it's been dirtily lived in. There are a mismatch of little boxes and trinkets and such, and on the far wall is a second lever.
Mischief goes and pulls that lever.
As you go pull that lever, Balren, the door in front of you, opens. And the door of Mischief behind
Guys,
you
I figured it out.
closes.
I trapped
Nice
myself
work,
in here.
Balren. You're the real brains of this outfit.
I don't know if should I be offended by that?
What? Why?
Because we do before we think.
Valid. Anyway.
There's an open door.
But
Mischief
the
immediately
door
pulls Lila the other way.
Okay, and the door in front of you, Balren, locks behind you, and the door in front of you, Mischief, opens. However,
Did
Balren,
Lila do anything?
Balren, the room that you've walked into looks to be some sort of like kitchen area. There's another cot here and more shelves, a little bit of food over to the side, and a little cooking area as well. On the far corner, you can see that there is another lever. And there is a door that is open as well, if you continue around the corner from where you are. However, the door behind you has closed behind you and seems to be locked once more. No door handle to show how to open it.
So before I touch any levers, I'm going to check the kitchen for any duck.
Okay. Roll for me an investigation check.
I also tell Mischief to like, hey, if you move, do the lever again, I think the doors are interlocked. Your will close and the one in front of me will open.
Oh, if I do my lever and then you do the dragon lever, that might work. And I pull my lever again.
You pull your lever, the door in front of you locks, Durga, the door in front of you opens, Balren, the door in front of you closes.
So if someone pulls the dragon head lever, what is it? What would...
I will go back and pull the dragon lever.
Yep.
As you do that, the door in front of you, Mischief, opens. The door in front of Balren opens.
Yeah.
Oh, yay.
You see that?
I'm very good at this.
Thanks.
Also,
Yeah.
the child is still with me. I just can't
Yes.
move the token, so just so we're aware. Yeah. Yay!
Do you?
And you continue moving through. For 12 investigation, what is it? You do not manage to find any duck. There seems to be every single other form of poultry. There seems to be chicken, quail, geese, but no duck.
When will
Guys.
this torment end?
This kitchen is quack-a-lackin'.
It is indeed quack-a-lackin'.
Well, we'll find you some duck when we get back to the tavern.
Nice. Nice.
The door leading out of the house here opens up into one last area. You can see that there's some storage barrels, rolls, and boxes, and there's just a couple of swords as well beyond there, and a little rack. You can see there is one final lever.
Giver?
Yeah.
I try to check the swords.
They seem to be just very nicely polished silver swords. Short swords. Halfast goes over and tries to pull one up and says, "Oh my goodness, this is way too heavy for me." He seems not to be able to use those, but there's one last sword. Yeah, one last switch just over here. So let me know.
Mischief, seeing Hellfast's interest in the sword, pulls out a dagger and says, "This might be more your size," and hands it to the child.
I'm the child. Oh my goodness.
You hand the child a knife. Says, "I don't know how to use this, but I'll hold on to it for my own protection."
The pointy end goes into the bad people.
Good to know.
And then you run.
Fantastic. All right. So there's one last lever. Are we pulling it?
Mischief will go and pull
I'll
the
go
lever.
it. Okay.
You
All
see,
together.
it opens up,
Power of friendship.
Wow.
revealing a last room here. You can see that there are a number. There seems to be 3 bridges, I think, visible to you. I'm going to just introduce this. As you can see, these 3 bridges seem to lead onto these circular islands. Below, it drops into a 30-foot ditch filled with this low, murky water. But beyond, as you can see, right over the other side, there seems to be a pedestal which holds a teardrop-shaped crystal of burning red glow. And you realize...
What happens if we just try and fly over there?
See if it's tear. You can go ahead and try.
Okay. I'm just trying to fly, like, over the bridge to start with. But I'm flying.
You move yourself over the bridge, and nothing weird happens. Alphas joins you inside. Each of these islands, there seems to be a little pedestal as well that has these two kind of like a lever that points in two different directions. And currently, you can see that it is set to what looks to be the green state.
Mischief steps off the side of the island trying to fly across.
Okay. You hover with your boots of flying. Nothing strange seems to happen.
Mischief, go. Go, Mischief, go.
Yeah, okay. Mischief is just gonna, like, try and dash across to where the pedestal is. This
Yeah,
bit
it's
here?
just over here, yeah. You reach, there's a beautiful red tear-shaped crystal there. And you know instinctively, this is what you're looking for. This is the Ifrit's tear. The last crystal that Igni Santrax needs.
Yeah,
Seems
she just
too
reaches
easy.
out and looking at the others like, it seems too easy, should I pick it up? She looks really nervous.
Pull a Bindi Bannered Bones. Swap something in this place.
The classic Bindi
She looks around.
Bones.
The classic Bindi Banner Bones. Legally
she
distinct
looks around
Bindi
like
Banner Bones.
The legally distinct Bindi Banner Bones.
looks around for like a rock or something or a pebble the same size and weight.
Yeah, you have like a little bit of extra scrap and stuff from your tinkering as well that you could probably find. Give me just an intelligence check to see if we can find something of the right weight. And then I'm going to need a sleight of hand check to try and move it. But just give me the intelligence check first.
Oh god, that's a net one. I've had like 3 or 4 of those so far.
Okay. You have
that's
like
it.
something that you think, but as you go to swap it with places, you recoil back as you take. You immediately take 8 points of fire damage as you go to swap these 2 items that you have, but recoil quickly as the gem itself scorches your hand. So 8 points of fire damage, and you are unable to move it.
Okay, like, is it too heavy or is it just too hot?
It seems like it's both. And you recall back to what the witch said at the beginning, that only someone of pure heart and innocence may take the crystal from the depth of the forest.
Oh, if Mischief's not the most innocent among us, who is?
The
I think this should
child.
fly back. Yeah.
Take the child, I tell to Mischief.
Okay, I fly back, pick up the child, and take the child back across here. Like, I know that a couple of you can get across here pretty quickly with some spells, so if something goes wrong, be ready. And I give him the potion of fire resistance, I believe we had.
You do have that.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I give him.
You want
I give
him to drink that?
Belfast this.
Okay. Yes.
Well, I don't want him to get
how
hurt
fast-
by the gem.
Yeah. He kind of reaches out his hands and he says, "It doesn't seem hot at all."
Okay.
And you had flown him over. He reaches out, and picks up the crystal. This is it. This is the crystal of flames. This will help me. This will help Arnold.
Yeah. We just have to get back through the burning forest just to get Arnold.
Yeah. Okay. Iridescent, you see the door behind you start opening and closing, like locking backwards and forwards.
Friends, I think we have problems. The doors are opening and closing on their own.
Oh, nothing we can't break.
Oh dear. Maybe our dragon friend has found us.
Well, the
and
good
just-
thing about him being in here is he can't get big. Oh.
Perhaps
Oh,
we
no.
should spread out.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think spread out, defense, prepare. I don't. Can I like listen out for anything coming or?
Make for me a perception check.
19?
19. Yeah, you hear the footsteps of something invisible approaching you guys.
Like behind me or in front of me?
Coming
Oh.
through the house. Yeah, behind you.
Cool. Can I cast Fairy Fire?
Okay. I'm going to get everyone to roll initiative.
Initiatavi.
And I will just check that all those, I think, work. We remove these. Add my guys.
I think it did not register my initiative at 18.
Cool, I will fix that for you. It looks like it says 18 on my screen.
Yeah.
You cast Fairy Fire Iridescence. I'm going to make the saving throws for that, and then we will roll into initiative.
Perfect. DC 17 Dexterity, please.
Okay. You see right in front of you your lights start to flicker and glow around a particular dragonborn shaped individual. You put them onto the token layer. And you hear him say, I guess I've been found out.
I
Well,
just
thank
like
you.
do that and be like, here.
And they say, thank you so much for retrieving the crystal from us. Unfortunately, dragons aren't necessarily innocent and pure. But your little friend boy over there looks like he has just what I need. And Balren, you are first to act.
Do I have line of sight of him currently?
Can you? I believe you can see him. So yeah.
Cool. I know what you need. You need to dance. As I once again cast Otto's irresistible dance on him.
You see, he immediately starts to dance. Correct? As
Yep,
that
no
happens.
save till it's dead.
Yeah. And he starts to comically move. Which brings us to the next person's turn. As Iridescent, you see something move around behind you, and something attacks you from invisibility. With coming out of invisible, you see a red dragon man clad in black leathers pulling out a sharpened, poisoned dagger. This half-dragon assassin is going to make 2 short-sword attacks against you. Let's see. And these are at advantage. So the first one being 18 to hit.
That hit.
And the second one is a critical hit.
Silvery barbs.
Okay. So I will re-roll that attack. Which is only a 25 to hit instead. Which allows you to give one person advantage as well on the next attack.
Durga has advantage.
Yeah.
So the first attack deals 16 points of damage to you, Iridescence, and I need a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Nat 20!
Okay, so you'll take half of this poison damage from his poisoned blade.
Okay.
Which is 11.
Okay.
This second attack does 4 points of damage to you, and I need a second Constitution saving throw.
Okie dokie.
And my music is not looping.
That is 18.
18 also saves, so this is half
Yeah.
again, which is 12 points of poison damage.
Okay, so all up, I am taking 43 points of damage.
Yes, as the assassin appears behind
moly.
you, slashes twice quickly against you, and then and that's his turn, bringing us to Dreza's turn.
So looking at priority, Dreza kind of knows we got to keep. What's the little boy's name again? Helgrim?
Hellfast.
Hellfast. We got to keep Hellfast safe. So yells out,
Hellfast, you don't trust me!
and he waves his wand and casts polymorph on Hellfast, turning him into a giant ape.
Oh my goodness.
Keep yourself
Okay.
safe, boy!
Excellent. He just expands into the form of a giant ape.
That is Dreza's turn. I don't have any other bonus actions that are useful here.
And I'm gonna grab a token for that. No bonus actions. Would you like to move anywhere?
Is there anywhere on this particular plateau that looks like I could use it for cover?
It doesn't seem so.
Okay,
It seems
no
to
worries.
be very
then.
clear. The best you could do for cover is getting into the water itself below and using the high walls of the areas as cover.
You know, I actually think that's a good idea, especially considering turtle, aquatic. He's just gonna jump into the water.
Okay.
Nice.
Finally, in me own element.
The giant ape is a huge beast.
He certainly is.
Making Hellfast the innocent far too large. But he has a lot of hit points, which is very good. So we can keep that in mind. I'll put it on here. Which brings us to Durga's turn.
Yeah, so I use my crossbow and fire 3 bolts at the dragon assassin.
Unfortunately, a crossbow has a loading property, and you can only attack once with it per turn.
Yes. I can just attack it once, and I don't think I can do much.
Yep.
So I'll do-
The other thing you could do is like move closer to the
Yep.
assassin or anything like that.
Yeah, so I will first fire and then net
Alright.
20.
Yes, a massive net 20. Okay, so that's 13 points of damage into the assassin.
Yep. And then I move closer towards it. So one. That's my any.
And Dreza, I have. No, I'm gonna hold on to that. Don't worry.
What?
It's all good.
Durga, don't forget you do have the potion of speed, I believe.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's hella useful for you.
Yes.
So how fast does it make me?
Increases
Double
your
the speed?
speed by 2, by double, so it makes you move twice as fast.
So
And then
I
you
can.
have another action as well, don't you?
So yes.
No,
So
yeah.
I can literally go towards it and attack it twice again with the
You can
sword.
attack it. You will be able to use it, attack it once with your new hasted action.
Right. So I can go there and I draw my great sword and do an attack on it.
Yes, go ahead and swing your greatsword. 29 easily hits for 13 points of damage.
Yes.
Brings us to the end of your turn.
Yes.
I'm gonna move into
Okay.
my other layer once more. And coming out of invisibility once more, Iridescent, you see one other dragon man appear in front of you. Say, "This is for my brother," and will attempt to make his. Will make his 3 melee attacks against you. As you're the closest person here right now. Let's see. Does a 12 hit?
No.
Okay, second attack, 19 to hit.
Hits.
And the last attack will also hit for 25.
Yeah.
So you'll take 14 attack damage from the first attack, and then 12 damage from the second attack as he thrusts out with like an evil-looking spear, similar to this dragon gladiator that you saw previously in the mines. He strikes out twice, hurting you badly.
Do I need to make Constitution saving throws for poison again?
Not for this person, no.
Okay. Cool. So that's minus another 26.
Woof.
We're fine. We're totally fine. This is okay.
The dragon's gonna move into. It's now the dragon's turn. I will just
Hit me, baby. No, that's not my job. I'm not the bard.
get back in the
Oh,
right
the
layer.
dragon can't move because he's dancing.
He is
Yeah.
dancing. That is correct. So he is going to. Make a save at the. A dancing creature must use all of its movements to dance without leaving its space and has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws and attack rolls. Okay, so he's using all that and then.
An action to make a wisdom save.
Which he will do. Okay. Let's see. He gets a 17.
That's a pass. Worth
Okay.
it though.
So he's wasted his first action and will then move into the room and says, "I see you've turned the boy into something a bit sturdier. Won't stop me from getting that jewel." No, he can't. He has to use all of his movements to dance, so he can't move anywhere. He has a bonus action. He has to end his turn, which brings us to Iridescence.
Iridescence looks at her situation and goes, "This isn't great." And she will activate her last wild shape celestial form.
Okay.
And this time she will take on the shape of, it almost looks like it's surrounding her like a cup, like her wheelchair becomes a cup and she's sitting in there. She takes on the chalice symbol. And then that is her action. For her bonus action, she is going to cast Healing Word on herself. Because I am on
Fantastic.
11.
Yeah, not looking good.
Yeah, so I'm going to do it at 3rd level, which is me 3d4 plus 5. And then because I have this chalice form up, I can also give myself 2d8 plus 5 bonus healing as my chalice form's bonus.
Fantastic.
Star Druids, they're awesome.
Oh, good.
So you gain all that extra HP back.
HP plus more HP when I find wherever it is on my sheet. But that'll be my whole turn, so you can carry on in here
Which
somewhere.
brings us to Mischief.
Okay, as Mischief's bonus action, she's immediately going to cast Sanctuary on Hellfast. So
Okay.
until the spell ends, any creature who targets the water creature with an attack or harmful spell must first make a Wisdom saving throw, DC 20. On a
Okay.
failed save, they must choose a new target or lose the attack. So yeah, just to protect him a little bit more. And then as my action, am going to... I know that these are dragon people. I don't know if they'll be resistant to fire, but that's my only shot at the moment. So I cast a firebolt at the closest dragon person.
Sorry, ignore that. I accidentally got trigger happy.
That's all good. 25 easily hits. So is this against the dragon assassin?
Yes.
Okay. The assassin himself is in fact resistant to fire damage. So this will be half damage, which is 8. He's barely hanging on there.
Okay. Yeah, and then I move 30 feet away so that I'm still back here to get closer to my friends, because I feel like how fast it's going to be all right for the moment, hopefully.
Hopefully.
I'm in my pin there.
Hellfast is Hellfast the Innocent. He's just going to kind of like jump over to here, taking the jewel with him. But protection, he's just going to use the extra hit points just to be a bit safer and attack anything. Which brings us to Balren's turn.
I'm going to pull out my loot and run across the battlefield a little bit. And I'm sort of singing, ah. Then I drop into a splits and I yell, thunder, as I cast Destructive Wave.
Oh, wow. Okay. And what does that do?
And I'm hoping that comes through.
The description.
Yes, everyone within 30 feet of me that I choose, so not my friends,
Yes.
must pass a con save or take 5d6 thunder damage, plus I'm going to go with radiant damage on the second lot of damage.
Okay, fantastic. So the assassin fails with 12. The gladiator fails with 10. And the dragon, Santrax, has a 15 to save.
That's
Fails. Yeah. So they'll all take full damage.
And were these water creatures, were they aggressive?
Yes. As you can see, like, as Dreza walked into the, like, hit himself inside the water, you see these water creatures start, like, spiraling out and looking towards Dreza as if he's just invaded their territory. So you can hit the one there as well, the one closest. So let me make the save there as well. 16, so that saves. The water weird saves, but everything else is has failed.
And that's my turn.
So what was the damage on that?
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, 15 and 19. Sorry. That is 34.
Yep,
You see the dragon assassin just hit by your destructive wave, is killed. And what does that look like?
It's just like a sound wave that, like, as soon as I drop onto the ground during the splits, the loot hits the ground and a sound wave just shoots out.
Okay, fantastic. And you see him blasted back into the wall and into the trees, just past Durga there. And it's his turn, but he is now dead. So that brings us to the Water Weird's turn, and they are going to start moving their way over to Dreza. And they have a very fast swim speed. Actually, this one sees Mischief hovering over the water, and it's going to go for an attack against her. So, Dreza, this against you is a melee weapon attack to constrict you. 19 hit.
19 does hit. However, I am going to use my reaction to. Oh, that's not going to do it. Yeah, it gets me.
Okay. So that is 15 points of bludgeoning damage as this water weird's just like constrict you in this viscous water, You are grappled.
Okay.
And Mischief, there is an attack that's coming against you. Does a 22 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So that is 16 points of damage. And you're also grappled. Bring us to
Wonderful.
Dreza, your turn.
Is it my turn? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Can I attack from within the water weird, or must I use my action to get out?
You can attack from in there, but remember you're
Okay.
30 feet down below the lip of the area up here.
Okay. That's, you know what? That's not a problem. I'm gonna do a very Dreza thing right now, and I am going to pull out my wand. He's not happy about this, and he's gonna cast Chain Lightning on the water weird. And I needed to make a Dex 16 saving throw.
Cool. It fails.
Excellent. And I'm just gonna, let me just double check. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I need the half dragon next to Iridescent to make this. I need to double
Save
check.
throw?
Yeah, him and also our big bad dragon friend.
Cool. The half dragon fails as well.
Yep.
And the big bad dragon. Let me just check. Saves.
Okay, no.
Silvery
worries.
barbs.
All right. It's an 18 on the second roll.
So what was it? Yeah,
That
it's
is also.
yeah, it's still a thing. So
Okay.
the water weird and the half dragon take 59 lightning damage.
The water
and-
weird just evaporates as it you shoot lightning through it and it lets you go.
No. And like there's a voice underwater, and also half dragon 59, and what's his face takes 20. God, 28, I think. Yeah, 28
Yes.
thingy.
Which brings us to Durga's turn.
Yes. So I quickly go around to the second assassin, and I attack it 3 times with my greatsword.
Okay, go for your first attack.
Net 20. Critical.
What does it look like as you kill this guy with your first attack?
I just stab it with my sword and just bring the sword up and just cut him half
You
from
just-
the center.
Yeah, vivisect this guy right into, which actually means that you can move through past him and use your extra 2 attacks on the dragon himself. Igni Santarax looks in fear as you charge through Durga with your blade held high. He knows exactly how much damage you can do. Very scared of you. Go ahead and make your 2 other attacks. $17 points of damage.
Dead. And can I do Accent Surge?
Yes, you can.
Heck
Uh,
yeah.
And you have an extra
So-
attack from the haste, don't forget.
Yeah, you also have an extra attack from the haste.
Yes, so I do Accent Surge attack now.
Yes. So
and
3 extra
that's
attacks.
Critical.
Oh my goodness. Another 30 points of damage.
And then I do one more.
Yes, a 21 does hit for 15 points of damage. And you have one more on top of this, and then your hasted
And-
action. Yep, 18 points of damage. Jesus. Can someone add up how much this is?
Ooh.
You have one more attack, your hasted action. Don't forget.
Oh, one more?
Yes, yeah. There's 7
Okay.
attacks in total as Durga, with a flurry of blows, just comes out swinging with a 2-handed greatsword.
And one
Last
more
attack for
17.
17. This humanoid dragon looks very, very wounded as they kind of just hold on for dear life as you slash into them so much. the half dragon is dead, which brings us to the dragon's turn. And they are going to transform back into their dragon form, looking very low indeed at this point in time. And they're going to use their fire breath attack. So I need Durga, Iridescent, and Balren to all make dexterity saving throws. Let's see if this reaches. And it's going to probably hit the water weird as well. Balren, you save. Durga, you fail. And Iridescent, you fail as well.
I still have advantage from... I still have an advantage that was gifted to me by Lyndon. Can I please use it?
Of course.
Thank you.
And I have nothing left.
20, unfortunately, still doesn't make it.
Oh!
You're looking for 21. Unless someone can help you, that is going to be 72 points of damage to both Durga and Iridescent. And Balren, you'll take 36 points of damage there.
Wait, Balren, didn't you give us Bless? You gave us Bless. Saving attacks and
Yes,
Oh, yes.
it's fine.
Yes.
If it's
That
no, it
is
dropped it when I
long.
did the dance.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn.
sorry.
It's okay. I'll take the 72 like a champ.
The water weird that is constricting you, Mischief, dies as it gets hit by the flames there.
Oh.
One less thing to worry about for me.
And the dragon is going to kind of like push through, tucking small and flying as close as it can over to Hellfast. I will have my jewel. They can move about. Let me just check.
Do we get attack of opportunity?
You will indeed.
Damn, save some dragon for the rest of us.
So, do I do a attack roll?
Yes, do an attack roll. And that brings us to
20.
Iridescent next.
Yeah!
Another nat 20. Unbelievable.
Yes! There's been so many nat 20s this game. This is ridiculous.
This is Durga, the Dragon Slayer, carrying on Sir Igwald's will. That is a huge 24 points of damage, bringing us to Iridescent, your turn.
Yeah, so it was pointed out to me by a lovely person here that I have Bardic that I could have added, but even if I added Bardic and took half damage, Iridescent
would've been-
is unconscious.
Okay, so I need a death saving throw from Iridescent. Bringing us to Mischief's turn. Mischief, the
Okay.
dragon is looking very wounded. What have you got for us?
Mischief, seeing her friend down, lets out an angry scream together with a bolt of lightning. That is a dexterity saving throw, DC 20.
There.
Or take the outward damage from now.
That is a fail on the dragon's saving throw there. Go ahead and roll your damage. 23 points of
he
lightning
takes-
damage.
And bonus action, she is going to pull up her defensive field, which she just gets 11 temporary hit points.
Mhm.
And then she is going to move back towards, so that she's between the dragon and right in front of our wee friend there.
Boring. Could I get a Constitution saving throw for your polymorph, please? Just a
Oh, for me, right, of course.
concentration.
I apologize.
You're looking for a DC 16 for Boring there.
That is a plus. Oh, because I'm I've Warcaster. I could.
No, not for Dreza. For Boring. Oh, yeah. No, is it Dreza that put polymorph on him, or was it Boring?
Yeah, that was me.
Oh,
I took damage from the water weird, so I should have anyway.
Okay.
Damn it, that's a +3, and because that brings it up to a 11.
You're looking for a
because of
10.
all
Okay, so
I
that's
got
fine.
11. Yes.
Fantastic. So that's still up. But Boring, it is your turn.
Bonus action, I sing to Iridescent. You can tell anybody this is your song. It's only a healing word, so it's not very long. As I cast Healing Word, And then I turn to the dragon and I just yell, "Why don't you die already? Because this fight's starting to drag on."
No. He's a vicious mockery. Let's see. He fails, and that is just enough. That is going to be enough damage because we have to wrap up for the dragon to fall down and crash through the bridge and into the water, dying. Hellfast looks towards you, all monkey and everything, holding out the little gem, and as you can see, it turns into a different shape as it becomes what the medicine he needs to rescue his friend Arnold. And with the dragon slain and the quest to an end, Hellfast thanks you all. Thank you so much for taking care of this and guiding me to the center of the forest. But that's all the time we have for this time, folks, so I'm going to have to give this back to Jules and Penny. Thank you so much for playing with you. Thank you for the generous donations. Sorry that we couldn't get to all of them, but
Died on a dragon pun! Died
Thank you.
on a dragon pun!
That was amazing, everyone. You guys, that
Well
was
done.
so cool.
So
well
cool.
done.
There was fire, there was hedges, there was a lot of running, there was a lot of stars.
There were more basilisks than I was comfortable with.
A lot more basilisks than I was comfy with, yes.
Hey, before you guys roll out, Henry, would you like to draw our... Would you have a D12 in front of you?
I do.
Would you like to draw our slot 2 prize? And as a reminder, this is the Bespoke Boutique dice tray, the Radiant Citadel, Tyranny of Dragons, Strixhaven, the official dice bag, the dice holder folder, and the campaign diary.
Of course, all donated by Hobby Games, Gamersphere, Hobby Master, BD&D, Dice Goblin, and Bespoke Boutique.
Yes, thank you so much to our sponsors.
All right, I've rolled a 4 on the dice.
A 4. 1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4. There you are.
Oh, Lisa B getting the prize pack there.
Congratulations, Lisa B. You have won bundle number 2.
Once again, thank you so much for the generous donations that are coming in. It means a lot, and I'm really looking forward to the next games that are coming up as well.
That is so cool. On your way out, everyone, would you guys like to, introduce yourself? Tell us where we can find you. Tell us any projects that you're into. We'll just start with Henry, and we'll go clockwise.
I'm Henry. I'm not really on anything, so you don't need to worry about finding me in any way. But just once again, thank you so much. I'm going to shout out. I just shout out like a friend, my friend Ruby, who streams on. This is Ruby OK on Twitch. She streams like on Wednesdays and stuff like that. But other than that, you won't be able to really find me too much on anything. So unfortunately, but I'm hoping to come back next year.
We hope so too. Everyone's asking what your outfit looks like in case you want to show them.
Yeah, can you tell us what that is? The outfit hanging on the wall. Everybody is dying.
This is my my amazing captain's coat, made by my lovely mother, talented mother.
We got him to put it on.
Oh, so good. We were trying to get the chat to like wish to get you to wear it. We nearly got there.
All right, next up, D.
Hi. It was amazing today. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for the donation. I run the business called The Sensationalist. If you want any good vegan custom suits, I am the person to get it from.
That is
and
so
I also
cool.
do The Sensationalist photography.
Feel free to put a link to your website or to your business in the Twitch chat so we can
Please
celebrate
do.
you, okay?
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, and then who's next? Sorry, is that the Amie? Is that the Amie Ward?
The Amie? What? There
I
on the
know.
screen?
I'm actually here in person. I'm not entirely just behind the scenes this year. You're actually seeing me. I am Amie Ward Art here on Twitch. I am a streamer. I am behind the scenes head of mod. Shout out to the mods stepping up, helping me out. Amazing team this year. So I can actually be a player too, which has been really, really fun. But yeah, Amie Ward Art. That's AMIE. It is French for friend because I am everyone's friend.
Yay.
Been a blast.
Going clockwise, that would make Karl next.
I'm Karl. Normally, I'm a full-time DM. That's what I do for a job. So if you ever feel like playing a game, look up Karl's Own Gaming, and maybe I'll play with some other people. Not that these people were bad; they were awesome. This was an awesome group.
Love it. Can recommend.
Yeah, absolutely. Next up.
Oh, is that me?
Yeah, that's you. Sorry, I don't have your name in front of me, and I blanked for a second.
I'm Georgie, and
me.
I play on Thursday afternoons a D&D group streamed on Twitch called The Long Shots D&D with my American and Canadian friends, so it's at a kind of weird time, but check that out.
Cool.
So good. And last but not least.
Hello, I'm Michael. I'm a semi-okay voice actor. I've been in a couple of games, but you can hear me most regularly on the Vanegate Chronicles on Friday nights from 7.
You have a beautiful voice, Michael. It's
very smooth.
one of my favorite qualities of yours, of which you have many.
Thank you.
Well, group 2, I'm going to get you guys to drop on out. We're going to draw some more prizes, and then we'll be playing with group 3. And I heard that the DM for group 3 has got some pretty special stuff planned.
Oh,
so
really?
You probably want to stick around.
I don't
for
even
that.
know if I know who the group 3 DM is.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
See ya!
Says the DM Wrangler.
So let's get going with our next spot prize from Solid State.
Ooh.
We are now giving away one of the small Solid State art pieces, so you'll be getting one of this size. The code that we're going to be using this time is duck and cover. So use the and, not an ampersand, and it is duck and cover, no spaces, because of all the ducks and because of all the covering our
Covering
eyes
of
while
the
we were
eyes.
dealing with the basilisks.
Yeah.
So once you see that pop up in the Twitch chat, you can go ahead and so exclamation mark duck and cover, no spaces, and that'll be 2 whole minutes that we'll have that up. Oh, Mick Bobbin, not yet. You gotta wait until it appears in the chat.
It'll appear. It'll be like a little thing.
A little message from Streamlabs. There it
There
is,
it is,
right there.
there it
Go,
is.
go,
Go,
go, go, go,
go,
go. Yeah. Oh my God, look at all those people going
know.
nuts. In the meantime, let's go ahead and get our next slot prize. So again, do you want to read them this time? I feel like I've been talking more than you.
Oh no, it's fine. I probably should talk though because I hear the slot through anyway. So your next little hoard is our Beholder's Hoard, our bespoke boutique dice tray. Features again, and it's beautiful, so why wouldn't it? Beholder gamer pouch, Beholder notepad, Beholder dice length, Beholder deck box, Beholder. No, it's not. It's just a dice holder scroll, but it's it's kind of like dice
holds
holder.
dice, yeah.
And a casual guide to dragons because what looks good next to a Beholder is a dragon, of course.
So one reminder to you, beautiful audience members out there, you know that I'm talking to you because you're the one who's beautiful. In order to go in the draw to win that prize, you need to donate $50 during the next slot, and the DM of that slot will be sure to remind you of that.
Yes.
So that is how you win that wonderful bundle, of which we've now given away 2. So congratulations again to Lyndon and Lisa B for your bundles.
It's slowly occurring to me that might actually be my auntie. And my cousin will be freaking out right now because she's massive.
That is so cool. I really hope that that's true.
I know, because I was like, Lisa, wait a minute.
So we should be right around now. Mods, I haven't seen an all clear in the chat yet. So assuming everyone is good, can I please get an all clear in the live show chat mod with a ping on me? So we're still going for duck and cover.
Yeah.
Streamlabs has not drawn it yet. It should only have a few seconds to go.
Shouldn't be long now. You can no longer enter the raffle.
Oh, okay. The raffle's over.
Yes.
What are we doing?
Well, I mean, it says
Silver Cav.
Silver Cav.
Congratulations. Can we hold that up again?
Oh yeah, congratulations.
You have won this size solid state print. So how that's going to work is you need to email us at yesandcharitystream@gmail.com, and we will hook you up with solid state. You can choose your own design. It doesn't have to be this dragon. It can be this dragon.
Or it could be Geralt behind me.
Yeah.
Or this beautiful elf that you can sometimes see.
That's really cool. Yeah, I think if I lean this way. So just a reminder that if you want to spend a little money, you can buy a frame for it that makes it light up, which is really interesting and cool.
Very cool.
Okay, we are right on 6 o'clock. So Jules?
do I have to go?
Yeah, unfortunately, I think I might just stay here just for the next bit.
Just for some fun?
So could I get
I got to stay, so I feel like you should get to stay at some
point. Could I get you to reframe
point.
the camera and change the Roll20 on the computer over to slot 3?
Oh, getting bossy now, Alan.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, all right.
Bossy is one of my best qualities. Thank you so much, everyone. So, here, let's move this chair out of the way.